Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone tonight? Yes, it is another Creator Hangout. I'm going to be sending the links out and doing all that jazz in just a minute. So if you message me, you're going to get the link. I know you're seeing me and go, "Where are you, Travis? Where are you? I'm coming for you, good sons. Sons and daughters, friends and brothers, I am coming. I just got off my last show, which was You Promised Me Comics. Definitely watch that show. We did some cool stuff. But I'm going to give you a 30-minute countdown as I grab everybody, get everybody ready, and get ready for Creator Hangout. See you guys very effing soon. Hello, hello. I am still messaging people, so you got to bear with me just a few more minutes. I'm sending links out to people who wanted to be on. We'll get everybody taken care of. We all want you here. We all want to hang out. It's going to be a fun time. I've got some really cool guests with me tonight. I'm going to have to pee in a minute because I just did my other show and I got to pee. But we're going to get you some guests, introduce you to people, get them all in here. See what's up, see where everybody's hanging, and get everything going. I've sent out all the links and people are coming. First up on the chopping block, we've got Mr. Zachary. How are you, good sir?
I'm doing all right, man. It's been a busy day so far.
It's just going to get busier. Although we got some comments, you promised me it's my fault he's late. It is his fault I'm late, but not too much because I was having a great time over there. Hey, dude, hope you're doing well. Won't be able to stay long, rough night, but hope the stream. Hey, man. Whatever you're going through, you'll get through it. We're here for you if you need us. Wendy Gale, hi, Travis. Kim, hey, Travis. Hello. And Kim, I'm calling you Kim. You frequency girl. That's what she likes to go by. We've got the amazing Daniel Caleb doing some stuff over here, which is great. He's kind of hanging out.
Yep.
The beautiful MJ Massey's hanging out with us. She just wrapped up a campaign, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
I did. Friday was when it ended.
Yes, but if you want to PayPal her money, we can make something happen. All right?
Absolutely. Do you need to meet in a back lot somewhere? I'm there.
Right. We got Gerald Von Carr.
Hello. Hello, Internet.
Hello. But yeah, we're going to be hanging out until I get bored. So we're going to be hanging out for a long time, kind of talking about what's going on. We got Phil in the chat saying hi. A lot of you guys are new faces to my channel, but we have a celebrity with us, so you guys got to get ready. So this is a big deal. This guy has collected all of the original Pokemon, all of them, which is quite impressive. He has worked for JoJo Siwa. Like, he has been with her. They've intimately got together and did stuff. He's written for Zenoscope. He does a little book called Destiny New York. The lovely, the talented Pat Shand is here.
What an intro. What's up? How's it going, man?
What's going on?
Hello.
Greatness.
Oh, thank you very much.
I like the one gold chain because you saw the breakneck was here. You got to put it on because you got to represent because you saw he was bringing it.
Gotta do it, yeah. And I will say not too intimately with JoJo, but the rest is true.
New faces for old spaces. Hey, Pat. New faces.
Hello.
But so tonight, if you've never been on here, here's what we do. If you have a Kickstarter, I'm going to write down your numbers. We're going to figure out where you are. We're going to help get you backers because that's part of what we do here. The other thing is we're going to shoot the shit. The other thing is we're going to hope nobody gets drunk. And if they do get drunk, Pat's going to have a great time because Pat loves it. So we're going to be fine.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting last night for sure.
Danny says hi. Danny Morales. He's got a wonderful store. And that, in fact, he will be our first question we will ask because he's going to have a question for each of you guys who have a Kickstarter tonight. But can we go around the room and introduce each other? You guys introduce yourselves. I got to pee, like I said. We're going to do that. So we're going to start with Zach. Pat, can you, if they're slowing up, push the next person? Oh, hold on. We got one more coming in here. So do you like magic, Pat?
Magic as in tricks, or as in the cards?
No, magic as in a little bit of hocus pocus or a pocus hocus.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, I mean,
what about you, MJ? Because you don't have a Kickstarter. You have nothing in this game. So if you don't like this person, we won't let him in.
I mean, I married a magician, so I like magic.
All right, got a lot of questions about that. We're going to get to that too. But, ladies and gentlemen, Alan is here from Pocus Hocus. He's got an awesome campaign going right now. If you're not familiar, I popped his virginity last time of podcast. And
it was one of those things. I got sent a link to it, and I hopped in, and Travis was actually the first one that did an interview with me for Pocus, and obviously I can't thank him enough. I don't want to say anymore because I don't want it to go straight to your head or anything.
Right, because I don't have a big ego, so that's great. So that would help me,
Yeah, no, but Travis was instrumental, honestly, to the success of the campaign for issue 2, and I can't take that away from him. But yeah, I'm Alan. I'm the co-writer for Pocus Hocus, and I also love Magic the Gathering. So Pat, you're not alone if you play that too.
But we're all right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go. I'll bring up your campaigns and do all that stuff in a little bit. But right now, I just want to tell you the basics of who you are. So we're going to start with you. Do you want me to call Zachary or do you want me to call Zach? Do you care?
Whatever.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Go ahead, either or. Doesn't matter.
Either or? Okay. So, Zach, I'm going to let you start. Kind of give like a couple-minute intro, just who you are, what you're doing. But don't worry about the campaign. I'll show that in a little bit, okay? And then when you're done, pass it on to Dan, go around, and then get back to me. I'll be peeing. I know all you guys, so I don't need to be here for this part. Anybody need a beer when I'm out or anything? I'll get you something from the fridge. No? All right, cool. Zach, go ahead.
All right, I'm Zachary Royce. I'm a recent Joe Cuban School graduate, probably third year out now. I'm 3 books in on Voyage, and my Instagram is Zachary's Art along with Twitter.
I'm Daniel. I'm from Brooklyn. I write the historical superhero series American Dreams, which we have 5 issues of. I also have another project called Night Raft, which is coming up in March. And I got a couple other things I'm cooking up here and there.
Cool. I am Pat Shand. I write Destiny New York. I run Space Between Entertainment. Most of what we do is on Kickstarter, but I also do some direct market work. I was a staff writer and editor for Zenescope for 5 years. I've since worked with Avatar, Boom, and a bunch of other companies, and I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Hello, Internet. My name is Gerald Von Carr, and by day, I parent 180 teenagers at a residential school. And by night, I write comics, including Breakneck Fantasy Anthology, which launched yesterday on Kickstarter and funded in 8 hours. Which was super awesome and took a lot of anxiety off my back.
I'm Melissa J. Massey. I'm your fine purveyor of fantasy comics and tragic shenanigans. I just wrapped my Kickstarter for my second book in my series, The Alchemist of Aurelia, which is an Ottoman fantasy adventure series. And I also do the series Black Ball, which is a magical murder mystery in an alternate 1920s. And yeah, just asked Travis if I could come hang out. I love talking to other creators and hanging out with people. And I work remote now as a UX strategist for a marketing agency. So I don't see a lot of people anymore. It's really just me and my cat and my husband. So yeah, I definitely need some interaction.
Totally fair.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of already did my introduction, but I'm Alan Dunford, co-writer Pocus Hocus, and I guess by day, when I'm not making mediocre comic books, I work in the home health field. So,
all right, you guys did fantastic. You guys actually did it. There's been so many times when I've done that, walked away, and
is everyone just staring at each other?
Right? The same guy is still talking about his stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. Travis has no cool hair today. No, I was tired, but I'm jazzed up now. Like, I'm excited to be here.
We just finished an entire other hour-long interview.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm here.
You're jacked up right now.
Let's do this. I'm excited. All right. So here's a couple of things that we do. So I don't do YouTube channels. That's not what I do. I just hang out with people, and I love to support people. I'm a super backer on Kickstarter. I backed, what's my number right now? 598. So I backed a lot of projects, and most of those are physical because I'm cool like that. Somebody else wants a link. So what I need you, if you're a creator and you have a Kickstarter going, send me the link, and MJ, send me your link as well. Do you have a pre-launch yet, Pat?
I do. I'm actually getting that for you right now.
Okay, cool. Same thing to you, Daniel. Do you have a pre-launch yet?
Yeah, I have a pre-launch setting up right
Cool.
right now.
You get that.
Send it to you.
Travis,
In the private chat or via like DM.
Private's best. Private's best. Yeah.
All right.
So what we're going to do here is I'm going to bring up each of these campaigns, talk about them for a minute. We're not going to talk about it crazy because there's a lot of people here. We all want to talk. But what we're going to do is we're going to get the number that you're at, and we're going to try to get you some backers tonight because that's what we should be doing, right? I don't want to waste your time. I have a lot of friends, but I want to help you guys get backers. I want to help people get some eyes on your project, and we're going to help do that by enlightening people. I'm going to ask you guys some hardcore questions. We're going to do that. It's going to be fun. Hey, you promised me darkness. What else we got? Hey, I'm excited to hear new stuff. Not familiar with most of these people. That's great. Stick around. You, me, and Chuck. True. And Phil. So Travis gets a mohawk for Granite State Punk stretch goal. I will get a mohawk. I actually am thinking about I'm thinking about getting a tattoo of Granite State Punk as a stretch goal, but we're not there yet. So let's get there when we get there.
To be fair, I feel like a mohawk is almost a bigger commitment than a tattoo at this point.
No, I can do it if I had the. Let me see. It's gonna be crazy. I got some water. Let's see what happens. Can we do it? No. Water is not thick enough. This is science, gentlemen. See a little bit. See
A little bit.
Getting there.
Yeah, I can. If I had the proper utensils, I could make this work. All right, so we're going to start with, let me make sure I got everybody's here. We're going to start with Zachary. We're going to bring you up here, and let's look at your stuff.
You're in the hot seat.
You're in the hot seat?
Whoa.
So
like
from what I understood, you are Kubert. This whole book is Kubert students, right?
Kubert School graduates, yeah.
All right. Big ass goal there. Good God. All right. But we're day one, right?
Day 2, I believe, right now, yeah.
All right. So tell us about this project.
All right, brace yourself. This is going to be a 200-page hardcover with a dust jacket sci-fi anthology novel with 16 stories. This has like 23 Kubert School graduates. They came back from doing Voyage Anthology Volume 1 with me, and pretty much Sonderon, the purple alien character that you're seeing on the screen right now, he's playing more of a host in this book as like the crypt keeper stories, so that way he's not in any of them. So it gives the creators who are doing the stories just free reign to go ahead and go nuts. That's not to say that he's not going to be in a couple stories. He will. And there will be a story that I did as well called Force Play, which is an 8-page narrative that he's in. So you get to see him in action as well. Pretty much, like I said, I mean, it speaks for itself. It's an anthology novel. And I got Chris Campagna to do the dust jacket cover. There's a lot that I'm trying to give as much as I can to people who pledge, like T-shirts and holographic prints. I just want to go ahead and give them a bang for their buck. The reason why the goal is that high, 24,990, is because me and Adam Watson from Comics Mainstream, he did the math, and we talked about what we raked in for inventory of what we're trying to get to offer people, plus talent cost and then some. So it's not like this is just extra money that's just like we're just getting from people. It's all added up. So we're hoping to get there by the end of the month.
Well, and that's that's one of the things about Kubert School. They teach you your worth, which I think is valuable. Hold on one second. We added Ignacio. He's kind of hanging out with us tonight. If you guys don't know Ignacio, you guys are missing out. He's a great guy.
Thank you, man.
He's the
Good
best
night,
guy.
everyone. Oh, come on.
All right.
I'm gonna feed the screen, man.
All right, we're going back.
Good night, everyone.
What? That's it? What? No.
No.
What are you talking about? All right, so let's go back to sharing. All right. Oh. All right. So, so right now we are at 37 backers and 1,473. Does anybody in the panel have any questions for Zach?
What happened at the end of anthology number 1?
So at the end of the anthology volume 1, Sonderon was interacting with all those stories. What happens at the end is, I think if I remember correctly, he gets like dropped off at a local bar somewhere. That was like in Peter Clinton's story, who worked for Silverline Comics. He just like threw him in like in a bar, just gets zapped out of nowhere, and I launched a campaign called Voyage of the Call that funded successfully last January, and that was what I did for that. I had Sonderon, fight a demon within himself because he was just having a hard. He had weeks not sleeping, and it was driving him insane. And it turned out he had to go to like this limbo, dead space area, and he had to literally fight a demon that was within him. So it was just like a spiritual, like Lovecraftian tale that I told, and then he's now thrusted in here.
So I'm going to ask you a question that Danny in our chat, he is a retailer. He loves to buy Kickstarters from retails. So I see you have a $100 tier for 5 books. What is the retail of those books? So what should he be selling them for?
I'm selling the book for people for $40 on Kickstarter.
Okay.
So that's like just for the general public.
Right.
I'd assume that be the same price for a retailer. I'm not a retail person, but either they would let it go for $40 or they probably drop it down to 30 or 25.
They have Voyage of Call.
Yeah, either way, even if they sell it for $25, they're still they're breaking even. But if they sell it for 30 and then 40, they're
yeah. I was just asking what the suggested retail price is. I wasn't challenging, just asking what it is so they could know what they're getting, so they can sell it for 40, so they would make $15 a book or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Or $25 a book. $25 a book. It's even more than that, right? Yes. Maybe. No, I don't know. Some sort of math. Pat, you good at math?
Oh no, dude, I'm a writer.
Right. Our math does not check out. Anybody?
We're all artists here, so no math.
No math. All right, so we don't know.
No.
So maybe they make a profit, maybe they don't, Zach. Nobody knows.
Maybe they make money.
But yeah, so Voyage Anthology, I'm going to send the link right now so people, hey guys, you guys know me. You guys know I got good stuff. They have a long way to go. If you can just throw them $5, that'd be great. It's so good. Get some stuff. Here's support them. Cynthia's in the house. Hey, Cynthia. She is awesome. I love her. She's a great person. Justin Birch, letterer. He letters everything. He's probably lettered all your books. You guys just don't know it. I think he works under a bunch of screen names. So, all right. No one here was in the math club, obviously. So, Danny, if you think you make profit, go ahead and back it. He says you can. He wants you to make profit. Anything else you want to talk about for Zach? Say before we move on for you. We'll come back to you, but for now.
I mean, I'm kind of speechless at this moment. I don't know what else to say.
You're good, man. You're good. I'm high energy and I'm throwing a lot at you. You're good.
I have a question for Zach.
Okay.
What's that behind you? Is
Oh,
that a life-size model
that's
of the?
cardboard cutout, 6 foot of Sonderon.
There you go.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I made that for the Kickstarter video because I actually constructed a facial prosthetic mask of the character to put onto my instructor Bob Harden who teaches at the Cuba School. In my Kickstarter video, we shot it like it was a premiere for a movie. So I thought that was a clever prop. I was like, I want a cardboard cutout. I'm gonna get a cardboard cutout. I'm gonna put that in there. What happened?
Yeah.
I I also just recently had my first Cubert student like as a client. And they sent me this like crazy hard. Like most people, I just send them money and they give me a cover. The Cubert school. Here is our rules and services and what we get. And I was like, oh, you went to Cubert. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Let me read this thing.
No,
No problem. It's just it's funny, like the level of professionalism that you learn at the Cubert school, right? Versus me just doing indie. But we'll get that. We need to get him a backer. We need to get him some money. So let's see what we can do. I'll send the link one more time. Daniel,
Yes.
what's up? You got some new projects coming this year.
Yes, I got. Well, the one that's coming up next month is Night Wrath.
Night Wrath. You tell me about Night Wrath. He looks cool as hell. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of like a '90s anti-hero kind of feel. Like I was talking to the artist, like, what do you want to do? And we kind of came up with this kind of '90s anti-hero kind of feel.
Okay.
So it's going to be like my little twist on things. It's modern day New York, so it's very different from American Dreams. It's a lot darker, it's a lot grittier. But there's still like kind of, but it's not like going to be like kind of, how some people are like, oh, it's going to be '90s. It's going to be my version of '90s. So it's going to be like looking more at, or I don't want to say too much about ruining it. It's just probably not. I think stuff in my brain that's probably not going to come out well. But like, it's going to look at. What happens when a person with low self-esteem gets the heroic identity, and while the heroic identity is still very confident, but it's off even after transformation, it's like, yeah, the guy's still like, yeah, I'm still feeling like I'm a loser. And a lot of the journey is like trying to find that balance between the two personas.
I think it looks cool. The art is fantastic. I think it's very superhero 90s like you're looking for.
Yeah.
And for this one's really cool. You don't even have to spend money, guys. You just have to click on the link and get notified of the launch. He's at 62. So this one's super easy. Everyone can get involved, right? We got 15 people watching. Like, I think you guys can figure this out.
I'm following right now. I followed.
Nice,
Right,
thank
Paul.
you.
So that's going to get you
Might have
63.
been number 62.
Right. So this was really easy. Does anybody have any questions for Daniel about this cool project?
Yes, this is like more grungy 90s, like that kind of worn down.
Kind of, because it's supposed to be '90s feel, but it's modern day. But it's supposed to have that '90s feel to it.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like big bombastic action, but also New York in this a little grittier than what is right now in reality. But it also might just be the perspective of the character. You never know.
Oh, that's cool.
Or maybe just maybe his slice of New York is a little more gritty. Whereas if I ever do like something like the main character of American Dreams, even though he's in 1900, like if he was the modern day version, he'd be a little more heroic and light. Whereas Night Wrath is a little more dark and shadowy.
All right.
Cool.
And it's the exact opposite. Cynthia Dale, she is a web design and graphic designer. She does amazing work. So if you guys need any help, she is a great person to do. She lives local and she is very, very talented. So she's actually really good at social media too. If you ever needed social media marketing, so she's really cool. I like her. I recommend her. Wow. So
I have a question for Daniel.
Yes.
When you say he's a loser, what grade, like there's levels of loserdom,
right?
And I'm sure at any point in our lives, some of us have hit any of those. What level of loser is he?
Yeah, what tier loser are we looking at?
You did the New Yorkism. She's a schmuck.
I mean, is he Smirnoff straight out of the bottle, or like what?
No, he's like dead end job, scrawny, like low self esteem from years of, I guess, everything. So he's like room for improvement, but he just doesn't have the self esteem to really start yet because he's constantly beating down on himself.
All right.
So, but not like Peter Parker loser. So, because Peter Parker was like a loser. I mean, I don't think he's a loser, but
it's not like he's gonna have the Parker luck. It's gonna be a little more. You may have swings, but it might not be like the swing like, oh, here's your good luck. We're gonna snatch out the rug for you.
Okay,
I don't believe in that kind of thing. It's like, yes, be mean to your characters, but don't be cruel.
Right. All right.
No, you got to wait for the audience to like them more before you can be cruel.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
Take everything away from
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
kill him off at the low point. Done.
because you don't need him anymore because he's a loser. He's
Exactly.
But he's a loser who is destined for more.
I got a question.
Yes.
So, what is the biggest challenge that you had when it came to creating this character? Because it seems like you got like this '90s inspiration of what characters came from like Image Comics. Like big beefy like Shadowhawk. Team Youngblood, Wildcats, and stuff. If this since this character is a loser, what was the biggest challenge that you had to face and that he had to tackle on?
Well, right. I don't want to give too much away because it's a story thing, but like just behind the scenes stuff, it's balancing things out so it's not like you're not like depressed reading the guy. It's like you want to still root for him, and also you have to balance the power level because this is his origin issue. So you have to deal with how those things are, but you can't really go into like, oh, he's going to destroy everything. There still needs to be that level of finding out your limits. But the real
you
trick
still
is
need. Sorry.
so the real trick is like making him want to root for the guy and not have him just be like completely miserable all the time. You want to see that?
Like
I
you're
fixed
building him
everything.
up.
Yeah.
There's the proper link for everyone who's looking for it.
It's like, how do I put this? It's like you want to see he has the glimmer of having more self-confidence, but he's constantly beating himself down internally. But there are moments where he'll move into action, and even as a normal person, he'll be like, "Oh, I can do this." But then he might save the neighbor across the hallway, but then he'd be like, "Oh, he should have no interest in me."
Wendy, for some reason, it's not going through my. All right, so you're getting it through the regular Facebook, not Travis Gibb Writer, or are you on to Travis Gibb Writer? So I'm just making sure that everybody's getting your stuff. Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions?
I do have a 10-page preview. I actually, me and a friend put together today. If you guys want me to send in the private chat.
Yeah, send in the private chat. We'll come back to you, and I'll
Yeah.
go get it at that point. I want to get to Pat because he loves prison. Like he's always talking about prison. And I don't know if it's like it's a fantasy for him or what. And especially since his favorite show is Sopranos. Sopranos had a significantly lack of prison.
That's true.
There was a really only the people in New York got to prison. New Jersey was fine. Then just overnight. They didn't stay long. Unless you're Paulie.
Yeah, Paulie had his own little stay in prison for sure.
Right. But not Sons of Anarchy, where they're literally like, "Hey, we're going to skip forward a year because they were in prison."
There were some heavy prison Sons of Anarchy scenes.
Right. I'm just saying, comparing the two is not fair. So, Pat, tell us about what it's like to be a prison witch.
All right, Prison Witch. It's my next Kickstarter. It is the third and final volume of the series. I launched the first one in, I believe, 2016. So we've been doing about one every 2 or 3 years. This is a series that I co-write with my wife, Amy. And it is the culmination of everything that's been built so far. It's we pitch it as Orange is the New Black meets The Craft. It is about a woman who she goes to jail. She believes that her actions are caused by her being possessed, and in jail she meets a coven of witches that informs her about what's truly going on with this supposedly demonic spirit inside of her.
All right. And is this so? Tell us, is this color, black and white? How many pages? All that.
Gotcha. Yeah, it is black and white on the inside. We use, as a whole, my company does mostly do grayscale comics, color covers, of course, and we do dabble in color productions here and there. But I find that what I like to read mostly in indie is black and white, grayscale, and I wanted to show that we could have something that was indie and black and white but didn't look unfinished. So that is a main goal our company does. So it's grayscale shaded, and page length. This one is we're still kind of settling, but I'm thinking it's going to be 80 pages, and we always we promise low and deliver high. We tend to say for smaller volumes we'll just say 60 as the base, and then as we finish creating, we'll add pages here and there, and it'll end up being between 60 and 80. So this will really probably be between 80 and 90.
Okay. All right. Any other questions, guys?
So this is the conclusion of a third part story, right?
Yes, that's right.
Volume 3. Okay.
Right. Yeah, we
So she's been in prison for 2 volumes.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. She has a 5-year sentence, and volumes 1 and 2 are a decent piece of the first year, and volume 3 is going to catalog the final 4 years.
Right.
Okay.
So
So things are going to ramp up.
What's it like to have such good ideas? That's what I want to know.
Right. How does it feel to be so talented, Pat? Please.
Well, I'll tell you this actually. The base idea comes from my wife Amy. She and I talk about story a lot, and one day, she said, "What if we do a story about witches in prison?" And I thought about it, and then the
As you do.
I was like, I mean, it's Prison Witch, it's just called Prison Witch. And I love simple titles that, they are essentially the log line as the title. I have a book called Gangster Ass Barista. I have a book called Smoke Weed, See the Future. It's about magic weed. You smoke it, you see the future. I love a title like that essentially sells the book and encapsulates the story in one fell swoop. But thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also a big fan of grayscale comics. The one I'm working on now is a grayscale. Definitely something I've always been interested in. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited for this book. I'm going to check this out for sure. Already followed, so.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, about grayscale, one interesting thing too is that, to me, it's a beautiful, complete project. But also, if it's so successful that people will demand that you do color, in the future, 10 years down the line, you can always say, hey, a color version is coming out, and kickstart that. So it does leave opportunities for more to, become a collector's item in a different format as well. I'm thinking about doing that with my series Destiny New York. I did 5 volumes and then an art book. And when I did the art book, as a stretch goal, I had it where I let the readers pick 5 pages that we would render in color. And once they picked those and we posted them, the comments were all about how they wanted to support a color version. So I think that it's on one level, on the base level, it's my artistic choice. And on the second level, it's something that could definitely set the property up to do more in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I think MJ and I, because we some of the teachings that we're taught, like what does Tyler say? It's the art is in the rebrand or the
Right. I've also heard it as, make it once, sell it forever.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you just keep refreshing it. Didn't Bone do that? They had the black and white version, and then he did a color one, and then.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, might as well go for it.
Oh, and Bone has been like, all right, here's the new readers edition. Here's the again. There's so many editions of Bone. Like I don't even know if anybody knows what it is anymore. You Promised Me Comics. By the way, have you been on You Promised Me Comics, Pat?
I think I think so, right?
And this is anybody. If you're not been on the show, be on the show.
I could be wrong, but I'll have to see a face to know, but I think so. But who knows? I do a lot of these, and I would have to see that person's beautiful face. So I'll say yes, just to not insult them, but maybe not.
Jump in, Sparks.
Go ahead.
Jump in, Sparks.
Jump in, Sparks. Yeah, it's Sparks Comics.
I mean, he's there. Throw it the link.
Oh yes, I have been. On
yes, Sparks Carolyn. Yeah.
Yes.
Great people. Great comic. And anybody who wants their Kickstarter, talk to them. They're great people.
Yes. I was on that show talking about the single issues of Destiny New York, I think about a year ago now. Yeah.
So make sure we are 113 followers for prison witch. Not bad.
Okay.
I mean, she may be. I don't know.
You had to use that pun in the first volume, right? Like
that is the core pun. So there you go.
Yeah.
Look at all these. All right, Stoney Williams, a very talented writer for Mad Cave Studios, is here in the chat. But yeah, you're at 113, so let's try to get that up. Again, this is free. This is not asking a lot. All you have to do is get notified of the launch. And when it launches, you look at his pretty face and go, did I love Pat enough? And if you say no and don't back him, he's going to cry. And if you want to see the live stream where he cries, I will host that.
That's a new kind of comic show.
Is that a pay-per-view one, though?
Yeah, I was going to say
Patreon.
there's some sick people around. So you may get some views there because of that.
Does Travis make fun of me? No, Cole, but you have to watch it because we do call you out. So, yes, Justin Birch is in the house. Justin Birch once came on one of these screens and then left very quickly after. It's either because I was too cool or he just realized he's like, these guys are not on my level, so I moved down. I don't know which one, probably the latter.
I don't know. I saw Justin do some ironing while doing an interview, so if that's not cool, I mean.
So, Gerald Von Carr.
Gerald Von
Hey,
Carr.
G.
Yes.
Gerald Von Carr.
Okay, sorry, before you get into it, I just have to say, this is not my first time appearing on the internet. This is the first time I'm ever talking with Ignacio via video or voice. We've been talking for a year and a half. We just edited a book together. This is the first time I'm seeing him and interacting like this. So I'm just like, I'm fanboying about my own partner right now.
Well, I'm happy we could all be here for you for this moment.
Yeah, if you guys here, MJ, I apologize. I want to move them closer together so
Oh,
No,
thank
that's
you,
beautiful. I
Travis.
would never stand in the way of true love here.
so they can look at each other and they can love each other and touch. You know.
Do it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
There we
baby.
go.
Feel it.
Screenshot
Okay.
that quick. But I think you two were talking about the same book, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. What's going on? Let's bring it up. Let's look at it.
All right.
Did I bring up Prison Witch? Did I bring up the picture?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so Breakneck Fantasy Anthology is exactly what it says, a breakneck speed fantasy anthology. Black and white, just like Mr. Pat Shand's grayscale. We've got 5 stories in there. Each of them are 6 pages by creators from all over the world. We've got North, South America, and Europe. I'd love to get even broader continental spread in issue 2. We launched yesterday. I took the opposite approach as who had the giant campaign, Zachary. We kept costs as low as possible because, as you can see in the top right corner there, this is my first created campaign, so I did not want to take any risks. We funded in 8 hours yesterday, which was amazing. We've got super talented writers and artists. You can see some of the amazing pages. We've got 4 covers going. The main one is from Francesco de la Serva, who does not have Twitter and only lives on Instagram every once in a while. And I was super happy to lock him in because it's an awesome cover. We've got me and my crazy picture and Ignacio with his dark, gritty, retro future picture. And then we have 3 more covers from our internal artists. The last one being there, the collector's edition from Sinnerman. That's going to be in color. He is insane.
Yeah.
We just announced today that we've got a new stretch goal for 125 backers. J.L. Johnson Jr., who is writing Ennead, The Rule of 9, is giving us, or all backers for Breakneck, a free issue of his number 1. So that was super generous of him. He was one of the first submissions we got for the anthology. And he made me think like, oh, wow, this could be good. This, like, we're going to get cool stuff. But it was an excerpt from Ennead, and we kind of decided back and forth a little bit that, all right, let's keep the excerpts out. Let's try and do full beginning, middle, and shorts. Yeah, and we're running. We're off to the races.
And you know what?
Yeah, it's
you know,
crazy.
at 150, I'll happily give the preview for Cthulhu Invades Wonderland, which a lot of people are after.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much,
Travis.
Travis.
Yep.
That's sick.
Yeah, get to 150, we'll give that away.
All right. Let me write this down. I gotta write this down. Okay, Travis, 150.
Yeah, we are all
I
over the
already
place.
donated expired to the book.
You did. We have had 3 creators outside of the campaign give books to our creator bundle. One of them is from you, Travis. Thank you so much for that.
No problem.
We've also got Killaroo Scars from Darren Close, who Ignacio has worked with in the past on another Killaroo book, Semper Fi, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Joseph has given Underwars 1 and 2, which I had not heard of before he said it to me, and I took one look in it and I just started giggling.
It's fantastic. It's a great book.
And then the last book in that is from Chris Moses, who is the writer on When I Freeze Hell Over, one of the shorts in the anthology, and he's got Saturn Effect Alpha, which is a space opera, the first issue in his multi-series kind of world.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody have any questions for Mr. Von Ka? I have to say it like that.
Or Mr. Meglio.
Or actually,
Oh.
you got anything to say, Ignacio, about this book?
Well, what can I say? I mean, this has been a crazy ride because we met each other like a year and a half ago, and we've been talking about doing a comic together for a while, but we didn't expect this to go so well. I mean, we are surrounded by talented people besides ourselves. So we're so awesome.
Yeah.
But we've had support from the community, and that has been amazing. I don't know. I'm flabbergasted with all that's going on.
That's really where I'm at too. I mentioned some people. Elizabeth Machides is the writer and artist on Tale of Zeron. She did the whole thing herself. She is a solo creator from Georgia, not the state, Georgia, the country. And she came out of nowhere and just smashed her short story. And then she also, I was like, hey, does anyone want to do a variant cover? We were kind of playing with doing them, not doing them. And she was like, oh yeah, I'll do one. And she sent me 6 different sketches for variant covers. And I was like, I like 80 of them. And then she was like, hey, here's 3 that are done. I'm like, what do I do with these? Like, okay, thank you. And yeah, I can't shout out enough of the team.
So
members.
we opened the submissions in August,
Yeah.
and we had like 50, right?
Yep.
Give or take.
Mm-hmm.
And the response has been amazing, and I think it's safe to say we have enough material for a second issue.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, we have teams locked in for issue 2, and then I've already had people contacting us about working with us in the future. So I will be opening a submissions drive again. And Ignacio and I will go back into
crazy mode.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. So I have you at 1840-101 is what I have you when I wrote it down. So we're going to see if we can get you some backers, get you some loans, and get you taken care of.
We broke 100 while we've been on the show.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Oh, awesome.
That's awesome.
The artwork is amazing. It's great.
I'm going to
Thank
move
you.
Lindsay back up because she doesn't need to be there. She's going to be center square.
Absolutely.
You know, so we'll move. Hold on. I'm going to move Jerome here, and Ignacio here, and Alan there. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I like this better.
Together forever.
I like Daniel by my logo, like scrunched up, and he has to move too. I like everything that's happening. Keep me in mind, please, kindly. Yeah, let's have lunch, Cynthia. We'll absolutely will. Oh man, I hate having to choose between covers like that. Oh, that's a good thing to hear.
There is a collector tier.
There's a collector's. This can be solved. And the question that I'm not sure if he's here, is there a retail tier?
There is.
Okay. All right.
We priced it aggressively. Retail tier is right down near the bottom. I'm sorry, I'm looking at Canadian numbers because I am north of the border. So it's set to $45 for 10 issues, and MSRP is $6 US, $7.50 Canadian.
That's good. Well, in the variant covers, does those increase in price like most? Like, this is the $6, this is the 10, or are they all the same price?
I kind of leave that up to the friendly local comic store.
All right.
Yeah.
So this may be a good one for you if you're still with us, Mr. Danny, because he has a store that's heavily D&D focused. So it's
awesome.
So it could be a good fit. Let's see if we can make some love here. And Zach, hopefully he's got yours because he already has the first volume. You can't have one and not the second, right?
No, you can't. You definitely can't.
And Danny, I don't know where you are. If Danny's not here, guys, can you tag him and everything? Pat and I still have questions about this Pokemon box that brought up a couple weeks ago.
Oh, it needs to happen. It needs to happen.
Did you get Pokeboxes? Are you coming? What's going on?
I didn't. I got to be honest. It didn't happen.
I do so much work here to help people out, and Danny can't even give me a goddamn Pokebox.
Yeah, I don't want to use the word infuriated, but I'm scandalized.
That's a good word.
Man, this show has everything. It's got romance, drama, betrayal.
Definitely a writer, Pat.
So much for this community, and Danny just shits on you, and all you want is some Pokemons.
Oh, are you fucking crying, Travis?
I am. It's very sad. It's very sad. Anyways, let's go to MJ. You just finished up an amazing campaign. Tell us about it.
I did. Somehow I lived through it.
Right. She was supposed to be here last week, but she got sleepy.
Yeah, I got my booster last week, and it just kicked me in the ass. And Travis was like, I'm doing this thing on Wednesday. I'm like, I'll be there. And then I promptly was not there because I fell asleep at 8 and didn't wake up till the morning. It's like, yeah, but we just finished up on Friday, Alchemist of Aurelia #2. Just kind of working through now, waiting for those sweet funds to come in, starting to align my all my product orders. I'm finishing up the remastering of the first issue, which was part of the funding for this, because the second issue looks so good. I went back and looked at the first book. I'm like, Also, I got a digital tablet in between the time I did the first book and the second book. So I was able to make things a lot nicer and this go around and just kind of be more proficient in general. So yeah, it's a fantasy adventure story. If you like, shonen fantasy manga, this is for you. It's about a girl. She's a wizard in training. In the first book, she summoned her own familiar. It didn't quite go how she thought, and then they kind of had to learn how to work together and kind of solve the crisis of the issue, which was a monster going around murdering people. And now in this issue, they're starting to get the hang of things more, but now we see some more villains showing up. They've invaded, and she has to fight them off, but she's also going to get some help from a sword-wielding princess and the kid who keeps her from dying because she's, she just kind of charges in. Someone's got to keep her in one piece.
So, how do we get a hold of you? Because this follow along doesn't work yet. You don't have a website?
I'm sorry, what?
The follow along just goes back to the website. Just back.
Right. Yes. I haven't set that up yet. So you can find me The Art of MJ Massey on Facebook. MelissaJMassey.com is my website. You can find me there. If you want to email me, that's just mj@melissajmassey.com. You can message me through Kickstarter. If you want a book and you've missed out, just message me. We'll get you set up. I am setting up a pre-order at some point, so I can obviously let people know when that happens.
Are you using BackerKit or anything?
No, I was trying to use BackerKit and they wouldn't take my payments, so I just said, to hell with it. I'll just do it the next time around.
Yeah, BackerKit is an amazing tool, except for it's really amazingly hard to use.
Yeah, I have someone helping me out with that stuff when I do it because, I would be totally inept.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's I know I should do this, but I'm also very tired, and it's just me. And it's
And it's only you, MJ?
Yep, it's all me. Writing, drawing, marketing, managing.
That must
And
be
you'll see her
awesome.
again in Cthulhu Invades Wonderland, as well as Daniel, which is really cool. So
Right. Yeah, I worked with Joseph Dewis on a story together, so that was phenomenal. He's great. Everything I sent him, he's just like, "Yeah, it looks good," and I'm like, "That's it?" And he's like, "Yeah, it looks good." I'm like, "Oh, you are the best. I love you."
you're like, I am perfect. That's fantastic. I'm glad someone gets it.
Here I am, like showing him my page, like I'm not worthy, and he's like, "Oh no, this is fine. This is good."
But even more so, MJ, you're the one of the people that I reached out that I said I wanted to get in. Like you were very.
I know, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, "What? Me?" And then it was like a little like nice.
I just think your style fits Wonderland so well, so I really wanted to get you in the book. I think it'd be a good fit for you. So I'm excited that we get to do that very, very soon in March.
I'm very excited for that to be coming out.
Yes, I can't wait.
So, awesome. So buy her book, send her a message, friend her, do whatever you need to do to get that book because you missed out. And you didn't. I think I even missed out. Did I back you? If I didn't back you, I'm sorry.
How dare! I can't
I
believe
didn't back you. Send me like an invoice and say, "Here you go. Here's what you owe." Top tier. I only get top tier. No, it's the physical. I think I get the last one. I need something.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't, we'll work something out.
We'll work it out.
Again, backlot. We'll make
back
it
streets. But I need to post it on Facebook to get cred because I want the street cred.
Absolutely. You gotta take a picture of you, the shank, the book,
Yeah, I actually will contact Kickstarter and say, hey, I need my backer count updated because I backed it, just not on your platform, but like it's important. Here's your percentage, Kickstarter.
Yeah, I'll just go and cross out the 89, put a 90 in there.
Right, please do. Yeah, just mark it. Follow along. We had 90 backers. Travis Gibb backed.
You should write it on every book.
Every book
by hand.
Absolutely.
In shining
pencil
colors.
in.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Travis was here too.
If you have one of those backer pages, everybody's in dark ink, but I'm in pencil. Like everyone's bold except for one. It looks like it's a mistake, but it's not.
We're just on the inside of the back cover and pencil in the corner, like P.S. Travis also backed this.
He couldn't make 30 days. It was really rough for him. We were in chats and he knew about it. He just didn't get around to it.
to be fair, the campaign was a short one. It was only 18.
Okay,
so I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
So, Alan, you've been quiet.
Man, I've just been chilling, admiring all these just great work that I've been seeing. I hate that I'm going last because everyone else's stuff is just so amazing.
So we're at 4,300 right now, which is fantastic with 138 backers, which is insane. I'm going to share it in a second. First things first, I was so excited to yell at you next time I saw you because you guys didn't get backers. Because remember, I told you to back a few projects, and I looked for days, and you never did what I told you to do. And then all of a sudden, they were there. So somebody listened at some point. And then I don't get the superiority of being able to yell at you when you do what we were talking about.
I mean, I'm kind of into that thing anyway, so you can go ahead and yell at me if you want. So just find something about it.
No, it doesn't, it doesn't feel the same if if what I recommended got done,
Oh, I hate that. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'll make book posts about you. Like that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. But I like the public shaming. I like the
fine.
Pat knows I like Pat, by the way, hold on. Alan, you're very important, but I'm going to let you finish in a minute. But I got to talk to Pat Shea right now. Here, I'm going to move you next to me. We got to chat about this.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
No, wait, wrong way.
No, the other way.
So I got the digital of all the letters from Dog Days, and
I saw it.
Oh, an apology.
I saw. I think that now is a better time than ever to try to do this.
Right, I agree. I think we need to make this happen.
Yeah. It's I think that since maybe this is a clearer water for you guys now, I think it's time, dude. I think it's time. We can make this happen. Yeah, as long as there's still some drama, I think it's going to be good.
Oh yeah. I still hate his guts. He's a piece of shit. Alan. Sorry, that was important.
I understand. Totally understand.
You had me at Best of India, but you lost me at Hosted by Travis Gibb. Oh, He's probably
I
right.
think I saw Chuck a couple of times with you, so he knows what he's talking about.
So I'm going to throw some compliments your way, Mr. Pocus Hocus. Those books were 300% better than I expected them to be.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
when you
I'm
get a
sure
book called Pocus
name-
Hocus, you're
yeah.
like, this is going to be shit. I'm going to be honest. Title title's not great. You didn't even try. You just reversed the letter. And then the guy's name is Pocus Hocus. So you're like, really, you're not even trying. Like, really, really not. And then the art was fucking phenomenal. The story was super engaging. It's probably going to be one of my favorite books of 2021. It was really, really good. I was so happy when I read it. I was like, holy shit, these motherfuckers can write. I was not aware.
Well, I appreciate that. We talked about it before. This is my first comic book, so for you to say that,
okay.
it's
Yeah, you're going to have
Okay, let's go.
Right, my backer count is going to drop and yours is going to increase. I get it. I understand. So tell us about this bad boy that just got another backer.
Yeah, so in short, Pocus Hocus is about a magician who sells his soul to a demon for actual powers to kind of cut corners. So he doesn't actually have to learn anything. And years later, he comes to regret the decision, and then the demon who he sold his soul to actually comes for a debt to be repaid. That's in short the elevator pitch for it.
So first off, the covers are fantastic. The quality of the book is very, very good. Did you guys beat this goal the day one?
Oh God, no. No, Mike likes to rub it in our face about how good Midnight Highway 2 is. We just thought it'd be something fun to do.
Young Padawan. There's nothing I want more than to make my Kenner fail.
I know.
So
That's what we
if
all
you need
want.
help, just issue 4. Let's get together and let's just demolish it. Okay. And Pat's on board. Pat loves the drama. So if somebody's going to get taken down, he's in.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, I love the beef, dude.
All right, tell me more. Let's go back.
So yeah, issue 1 and 2 is kind of our setup. Issue 3 was the important issue that we were so excited to deliver, because in this issue we actually get to go to hell. So that's really what we've been building toward, and we are so happy with the results and how everything has played out so far, and the response that we've gotten back.
Yeah, it's a really good book, but tell us about this special promotion as well. Speaking of Mike Tenner and his people.
Yeah, so we're running a cross promotion where if you back Bearskin and Pocus, you get an ash can of Mike's new book that's coming out called Ragnarok, and it's about an Asgardian rock band that got kicked out of Asgard because their music sucks. So they were sent to the only place that would appreciate them, and that was Midgard, not Earth.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything about this book is fantastic. I cannot recommend it highly enough. The covers, they make amazing covers that are super dynamic. I mean, look at these crazy bunny covers. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's ridiculous. It's so fun. It's a really, really good book. I highly recommend it. Isn't there a cover layout that kind of shows them better? And I also like Midnight Highway. I think that's Mike's best work. He doesn't think so, but
no, he definitely knows so, and it goes to his head. So yeah, that's his baby. So we have the covers laid out. I believe just the individual ones kind of.
Okay, yeah. See there, like this cover, I saw like a big version of it. So good, like an old. 90s, 2000s, book, children's book.
Yeah, Edward, he did great on that. He wanted to make it different from all the other ones because there's a lot of blacks and reds. So he wanted his cover to not have any black in it at all. So he kind of made it look like old school cardboard paper cutout just laid on top of a piece of paper.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this book is so good. So good.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Regarding the art, who made the choice that it was all in black and white, except when something magical or hell happens?
Yeah, so that was a decision out the gate between the co-writer and myself, because we wanted the book to originally it was going to be full color, but we thought it would be more dynamic to have it all in black and white grayscale, but then when there's magic on the page, that's when we have a bright, vibrant burst of color. Just so that way we can drive more action that way without there being an actual, fight scene or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's creative. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It looks really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Very distinctive.
Yeah, our illustrator, Brian Belando, he is way better than we deserve for a story named Pocus Hocus. So I hope he never figures that out.
Zach, as a former Kubert school, do you approve of this dynamic art style?
Oh yeah, like Pat was saying, it's really just a matter of an art choice of appealing to what how you envision your project. So, fans are gonna love your work, either way. So it's all about the first impression. And if black and white with grayscale is a way to go ahead and do it to bring that certain telling of that story to life, then by all means go crazy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that we were anxious for too when we go to Hell, is because we also made the choice to where Hell's going to be vibrant coloring, but Pocus, our main character, he's still going to be in black and white. So we're going to have just the kind of different dynamic shift that way.
Is there a subtext behind that? I mean, is there a reason? Because, I mean, it says a lot that Hell is black, is color, magic is color, and everyone else is black and white.
Yeah.
It was on purpose?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a huge fan of animation and that kind of medium. And the movie Corpse Bride stuck with me because they kind of do something like that, where whenever we go to the underworld or the afterlife, that's where the party is, that's where the fun is. And we really want to try to capture that as well. But the main reason why Pocus is still in black and white when we go to Hell is because he doesn't have a soul. So there's nothing about him that has any sort of magical property or any sort of thing like that. So that's why we really try to stick with that and keep it just kind of fun for the reader.
Yeah.
You relate because Ignacio also doesn't have a soul, so he really.
Oh, wonderful! So okay, perfect. You get it.
See, I'm in black and white.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah.
And I'm speaking tongues because my native language is Spanish, so I'm possessed by the spirit of an English native speaker.
Okay, got you. The twin spirit.
He stole his soul to speak English.
It was the only way I could do comics, man.
Yeah, we're at 4,300 and 138 when I wrote it down. What we're at now, I don't know. We'll figure it out in a minute. Super excited about it, Alan. Last but not least, I guess I got to talk about myself. Not that I haven't been talking enough, but I guess, I guess I could do a little bit more.
So we can go now?
Yeah, you can go.
I'm kidding, man.
But before we talk about how amazing Travis is,
let's.
I do want to tell you though. I was going to start off with this, but it kind of derailed a little bit. But congratulations, man! Greatest State Punk is absolutely killing it.
Thank you.
Good on you, man.
No, I appreciate that. It's super good. Yo, it's my boy Alan back. Pocus Hocus, or I'll hunt you down.
Oh, thanks, Scott.
Wow.
You promised me comics is spoiling, but it's 141.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
It is. Holy crap!
Oh, yeah, there you
Anyone
go.
take a project of the apple? Took a bite. Anyone want to take anyone want to take on the project of the apple? Took a bite. So Cynthia's she's a local web designer. I think she's looking. If anybody wants to write a story, maybe collab with her. You can do some stuff. She's a graphic designer. Does all sorts of stuff. We'll have to get you on the show to explain what the concept is, Cynthia.
Yeah.
All right.
I had to apologize to Alan because I was actually on your Kickstarter page earlier. Was like, yeah, this is cool. I'll back it, and then promptly did not back it.
Oh, thank you so much for your honesty.
Because
I don't know if I had like a meeting or something, and just like, but
you
I
saw
will
that it was
come
called
back.
Pocus Hocus, and you're like,
Yeah, and
that's
you bolted.
ridiculous.
Listen,
that
I
kind
don't
of-
blame you at all.
They
Like-
put zero effort into their title. They probably put zero effort into the book. That's why I was so shocked. You can't have great names like Prison prison witch, and then put
Oh, good.
That's why you put me last, wasn't it? Just so you could talk about how bad the name is.
Or it's not because you came in last, right?
I mean,
No, not at
at
all.
least
You
you
could've
didn't make
moved me around.
upwards for your title, so you're a step
Yeah,
ahead.
and that was the thing too, especially with the title. I mean, the book is a dark comedy mixed with horror elements, and the name's on the nose. I mean, we recognize that.
And
If it
Danny, want
works.
to ask, and Kyle's actually here. He's actually a retailer friend of mine as well. Is there a retail tier?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We plan on offering that with every issue. The retail tier for this one, you get 5 copies of issue 1, 5 copies of 2, and 3. So you get 15, and then we're throwing in a free T-shirt as well.
Nice.
Sweet.
Dude.
All right. Anybody want to start a shop? I'm going to get some heavy discounts. I'm going to buy Zach's. I'm going to buy the Breakneck. Well, we just start a shop and just get a bunch of books and discounts.
I mean, give it a try.
3 books. That's all we need. 3 books and a shirt.
So Zach just let me know that he's got to go. No problem, Zach. That's not a problem. But let's look at your Kickstarter one more time before you go. See where you land off. No problem. I understand. I am a night owl. I'll stay up all night. I get to look at Pat End and MJ and Gerald Card. Like it's a good night for me. So let's bring it up and see where you're at. So when we started this, you were at backer 37. You had $1,473. Let's see if we got you any love. Let's see if anybody loves you. It's going to be very sad if nobody loves you. But people do. I know they do. Why is it? Hold on. This is very entertaining for everybody. Everybody likes this? This is good?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's quality content.
Yeah, it's great quality content. So you're at 30. I see we've got you 7, 8, 9. I don't know math. A couple backers. You're at 1484. So you've made a little bit of money there. So congrats, man.
Thank you.
So tell us. Do you want to give us one more pitch real quick about the book?
Honestly, I would play the first minute or first 2 minutes that introduces you to the prologue. That just it's amazing. I would just.
All right. Does it have any? Is the song free usage so I don't get banned on YouTube?
Dude, you're all good. I made this video with Leonard and Rusty, and we just made all the sounds and anything like sound bites and all that stuff. We just went crazy with it.
All right, yeah, I'll play a quick little bit of it since you're taking off. I normally don't do this, but for you,
I don't know.
No, you're Kubert, you're grad. You get some pull here. Like you get some pull.
Ooh.
I got nothing. So let's get you going here.
Let's see. Uncouple the umbilical resupply connect ports to the secondary external support to reconnect to the auxiliary fusion generator. You do realize it was only a few short months ago I was chopping down trees and hunting Terran fish. Excuses. The damage we sustained is critical. Please prepare. A complete structural failure will drive within 5 standard material cycles. Yeah. I'm glad to see you're taking this so seriously. Isn't there some kind of automatronic system, plutonium space modulator, something that can fix this? I'm getting the feeling you just don't want to clear the water. Feeling? I thought you don't have. Now, how is that possible? Oh, hey, didn't see you there. That was kind of rude of me. It's been a while, huh? Well, as you can tell, we are in a bit of a jam. We're going to be here for a while, and I definitely don't want to bore you. So, how about some stories? I'm still new to this explorer thing, but I run into some pretty interesting characters, to say the least. So, while I'm straining my Sonderberries working on this ship. Anyways, let me thrill you with some tales of action, adventure, mystery, and suspense. Welcome, Voyage 2.
There you have it.
Nice. All right, let me minimize that somehow.
I feel like I just got comics sound effects shot into my brain.
Kind
Kinda.
of like reminds you of like that whole '90s nostalgia when you got like characters like Freakazoid or Our Real Monsters, and their theme song was just like really cool. That like the way that Title just did that electrical lightning thing just gives me a whole flashback to waking up Saturday morning watching those.
Yeah. It looks like a fun book. I'm super excited about it. There's a lot of cool stuff on it. Well, so thank you for being part of this, Zach.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
All right. You have a good night, good sir.
You too, guys. Man, I wish you guys luck on all your projects, man. Like, you guys had some really good stuff. I didn't want to talk as much because I really wanted you guys to like explain the projects, and I was just like really mesmerized for a lot of the talented stuff that I was looking at. So honestly, man, I wish you much love and success.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You
very
too,
much,
Zach.
Zach.
Good
Have a
luck.
wonderful night, everyone.
Nice.
All right. So
No,
really
No.
like that.
I lost him. I
Yeah,
lost.
you gotta switch this again. There you go.
I'm still here.
All right.
Easy way.
I have a book. Well, I guess we'll talk about. I'm glad you guys are together. Pat and I are together. Alan, don't reach up too much. Like it get awkward. Macy, you're married to a magician, so and he's probably in the room. You just can't see it; he's invisible. Hey, Bearded. James showed up. Wendy says hello. Progress is always good. Bearded showed up. Bearded's a great guy. All right.
Hey, Greg.
So you guys want to see mine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course. We showed you ours.
I was about to make the
It's
same
only
joke.
fair.
For.
Yeah, he just set that one up. It's too easy.
I had to do it.
Alan always makes things weird. Yeah, and by the way, Alan, I do have some beef with you. Let me hold on.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is it just a
Ooh.
guess now? Or am I going beside you?
Dun, dun, dun.
Here's the thing, dude. I had a Kickstarter that was out for a while. And you just were like, no, Bearded, why don't you push Travis's out another week because I'm launching today and my launch is more important. And, Bearded was like, dude, I fought for you, but Alan was just needed to go this day. And I was like, Bearded, like, we have been bros forever. We've been really good friends. But he's like, Alan's just a dick and, like, doesn't give a much.
Well,
How did that go down? Like, how did you get your
so-
show, even though I had been live before?
yeah, he told me his normal rate was $1,300 to be on a show. So I gave him $1,500 to knock your spot out.
So money is what you're talking. Money.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said I had to pay him more to be on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. It's all bullshit anyways.
But did you get the beard of approval?
Probably not. He probably just half-assed it because you were throwing money, I actually feel I need a redo of my whole show. Like, I feel like I did not get the proper Bearded experience that I should have got because you just swindled me.
What is the proper Bearded experience? You sound
You don't want-
If
you
you
don't
have to
want
ask,
dirty,
you
man.
can't afford it. All right.
Let's just say he's a big Two-Face fan. I'm just saying. All right, so I got a book. I don't know. Maybe you heard of it. Maybe you haven't. It's cool, I think. I don't know. Whatever. Right here. It's called Grand State Punk. It's very cool. But no, in all seriousness, this is the best thing I've ever written. It's witty. It's like, sorry, I'm stumbling. I started really strong and then lost it. It's because I'm still mad at Alan. Like, I still need to go back to Alan. Like,
You should put it
I can't
way
even
off the bottom.
I can't even do this half-ass show that I put together, Alan, because I'm so mad at you.
Hey, listen, I understand. That's how I feel about myself every day, so I get it.
Like, I had all this anger towards Marcel, and then he gave me what I wanted, and now I just have to be angry at you because I can't be mad at Marcel.
Oh,
anymore.
are you just mad because a book called Pocus Hocus happened to get featured?
I am a little upset about this. Yeah. I just, again, Daniel, what's the name of your book?
My what book?
Yeah, what's your name of your more common book?
Night Raft is the one that's coming out on Kickstarter. There's also American Dreams.
Night Wrath, those are great
Yep.
names. Breakneck, Gerald Van Con. What's the name of your book?
Breakneck Fantasy Anthology.
Oh my good! Look, listen to that, Pat Shot. What do you got?
This is brutal, dude. It's called Prison Witch. Okay.
Prison Witch. Right? MK, what do you got?
I have both Black Ball and The Alchemist of Aurelia.
Right. And what's yours, Alan?
Pocus Hocus.
I'm just saying.
It's so effective.
It is.
It is a language barrier thing.
It does what it says
For
on
me,
the
it sounds awesome.
Yep.
Here's the one thing too that's funny is like I thought I had read his book. I was like, I know your people, and you're like, no, you haven't read my book. I was like, no, I do. Oh no, that's Hocus Pocus. That makes sense.
Well, I guess the only good news is we'll never have to run into an issue where someone else has named their book Pocus Hocus because no one would be dumb enough.
The negative though is people go to the comic store going Pocus Hocus and be like, well, Hocus Pocus, what?
No, they're going to be like, man, what a brave individual naming their book that. I bet his book and writing style captures how amazing he is.
But the book is so good.
I appreciate that.
It's so good. All right. We'll talk about my stuff.
No. We're still talking about me.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as someone who comes from an abused family, where my dad was an alcoholic, like I got behind the main character, like just trying to get approval from his dad. Like,
I mean, dude, you write what you know. My dad was an alcoholic, so
right.
That's why I put it in there.
Right. So, like my book right here, my parents died, and I just want someone to say they're proud of me. So I wrote a book about the whole fucking state of New Hampshire and said, hey, can someone in your whole state, one of you, stop living free or die and just say you're proud of me. Just one of you. I don't care which one. And that's what my book's about. It's about Zeke. He's a recovering alcoholic. He lives in Rochester, New Hampshire, the town that I grew up in. It's a very personal story, very in your face, breaks the fourth wall. It's a one shot. We got punk rock witches and large ass bone golems and historical fiction. If you like The Man in the Mountain. We got tons of variant covers. We're unlocking stretch goals as we go. Really, really killing this because of you guys' support, and I appreciate it. This is the biggest single issue campaign I've ever done, and we're only halfway done, which is really cool. Live free or die, like it's such a good motto. But yeah, Granite State Punk, also a lazy name. I took the state motto, Granite State, and just added the word punk to it, and it's really a ripoff of SLC Punk, if we're going to be honest, right? Like I didn't even.
Practically like Hocus Pocus, Pocus Hocus.
Yeah,
I mean, you're stealing from Alan, man.
Oh, you are. Oh my God, Travis, this is terrible.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, breaking news, drama.
But yeah, I've got this really cool book. Read the preview. I think you'll dig it. It's my best written book. And I'm not just saying that because like I feel that somebody else wrote this. Like I probably stole it from somebody else's computer and just posted it. I don't know who, but somebody probably accidentally put something in a Google Drive and I made this and just put my name on it. It's probably what happened because it's way better than I deserve. It's an amazing book. Please consider like throwing me a couple bucks because I think it's pretty good. Does anybody have any questions for me?
I have one question.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pat.
Oh no.
Yeah, you were on.
Oh, I wasn't sure if my mic was off. Sorry. I keep putting it on mute so you guys don't hear me doing this heavy breathing, But I was just gonna say the logo is sick. It's just a beautiful logo. It's a nice, simple. It's evocative of the theme. Mm-hmm. It's really cool.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Jerome did a great job on putting it together. It's big. But I kind of like that it's big, that it kind of like, it's not going to fit in every logo. And sometimes you're going to have to do wacky shit like this. And
yeah.
Also such great movement too. So it's almost like it's coming at you like off the cover, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it gives you leeway because punk, I mean, you can cut and paste whatever and it's punk. So right. If the logo is all around the place, it works too.
Yeah, well, I'm super proud of the logo, and I'm very proud of a lot of the things. Like this book has tension, so much tension, and so much extra detail. Probably what Alan did in his book because I read it and it was so good.
I'll take it.
Cynthia. So Cynthia, how do I talk with you? We set up a meeting, or I'm full today, but we can get you in on one of these other ones in the future and talk about your stuff.
I have a question,
Yeah.
Travis, for you. When are you going to accept that you are a publisher?
that is a good question. Not
Because
today.
you're all over the place, and you need to embrace it, man. Because you're doing a lot of amazing stuff.
Yep.
And I mean, you're a publisher.
Yeah, I don't.
And you are good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's not what I want to do. It's not that I don't do it or don't do it well. It's so someone once said, "Hey, can you edit a book?" Yeah, I absolutely can edit a book. Well, probably not. You've seen my grammar. All you guys are Facebook friends of me, so probably not so well. But maybe on like, Pat, go ahead. You can mock. I feel it. My grammar's horrible. It's bad.
I haven't noticed, man.
You have.
I really haven't. I feel like, dude, social media is for bullshit, We should just bullshit here. We shouldn't. A typo is encouraged.
How do I talk on this? Cynthia, I got to send you a link. So I got to send you a link to get onto the videos and stuff. But yeah, my groups, but I could be an editor, but if you become an editor and become good at it, odds are you're never going to become a writer again. Right? It's not that you can't do it. It's that stuff. So I'm the same. Sure. What happened? I'm with you. What happened?
We both edited the anthology.
Right. And I'm so
there goes my writing career.
Okay. All right.
Ignacio, you never even started a writing.
I was not aware of that. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah. So this is for creators. It's a creator course. Editors don't create anything.
Oh my
God.
I'm surprised he didn't hang up.
Wow.
No, my wife is probably watching that when I get into the bedroom. So editors don't do anything, do they? I edit all your shit. Let's talk.
Well, so what you gotta do is you just have to invent different words for what it is you do. So publisher, no. Book peddler. You peddle books.
Yeah.
Editor, nah. Second set of eyes for story things. Boom. That's a job title now.
Right.
Just
That's good. This is smart. I'm glad you're here, MJ. I'm learning what I need to do. But no,
we're managers.
That was kind of like it was an advice from Donnie Cates when he finished his intern at Marvel. He was like, they gave him an editing thing, and he was advised by someone, hey, if you take this editing thing, you're only going to be an editor at Marvel. You're never going to make it. And he decided to do the writing thing, even though the money was there. And he would have had his goal of being at Marvel, but now he's at Marvel where he wants to be.
Yeah.
I
feel that I've done a lot less writing since I took on editing Breakneck.
In publishing, right.
Yeah.
Well, you are the driving force behind the anthology and the campaign, so you took the brunt of everything, basically. I'm just a glorified cheerleader for you.
Right. Cynthia, I've reserved the time for these people, so I want to make sure that they get their stuff. But I'll bring you on next week. We'll set it up, and we'll make sure you're on. So let's look at where everybody's at to see where everybody is in their stuff. So get everybody's campaign. MJ, how you doing? Did you get tons of messages? 3,000 people just messaging?
Absolutely. The doors are being knocked down as we speak.
More.
Actually, I'll actually check because I'm not even looking at it.
Well, you can't. Nobody can add to it. I mean, I guess I could private message you.
Yeah, if people just want to message me on Kickstarter, or I'll have that pre-order link up shortly. So.
All right. Well, let's
you
go.
Find me on Facebook.
Let's go to the pre-releases first.
Yeah.
Cynthia, stick around. I may see what I can do in a minute. It could be fun. All right. Voyage left, but we know where they were at, so we talked about that. Prison, which we were at 62. We were at 113 followers. We're still at 113 followers. Why does nobody love you?
God damn it!
Oh, 119. I need to refresh.
Oh, hey, I mean,
I was
that's
gonna
cool.
say I definitely clicked that button as we were talking
me too.
about it.
Oh,
I
you made some friends.
This is my first time pushing a pre-launch page. Normally, I do very little marketing beforehand and just dive in fully when we launch. So this is my first
Yeah,
time. Really,
and you go crazy, right?
yeah, I do.
Because it's been 2 days and I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, it becomes this obsession, where you keep checking and you keep trying to figure out new ways to do it. This is gonna be my 22nd campaign, and every single one is so different. There's different challenges and there's different wins in every one. It's crazy.
Have you ever not funded? Have you always been successful?
No, I'm a G. Yeah, I fund. Yeah.
No. I'm in the same.
I'm just
But I had someone go in a meeting once here. I'll tell the story. I was in a meeting and he was like, "This is my 37th campaign." I was like, "Oh, how come I've never heard of you? I have 37."
Yeah.
It was literally 22 failed campains, and I was like,
shit.
"Oh, okay. Well, that's a little different. Good for you. I mean, but
yeah, I would just start a new account, dude. Yeah, I always think like, is this gonna be the one?
Right, sure.
And there are certain conversations with the Kickstarter thing going on right now that I do wonder. I take pride in all my Kickstarter campaigns, but I do sometimes worry about like tying myself so fully to one platform. I had kind of a scare last year when I put up a campaign to, be approved, and it was immediately rejected because I had campaigns unfulfilled. Because what I do is I always have campaigns in one level of production. I have one or two being drawn, a few being printed, and one being delivered. As soon as I receive one to deliver, I launch the next one. That way I can do, 7-8 campaigns in a year.
Right.
And I thought they weren't going to let me keep doing that. But then when I wrote Kickstarter, they said that it isn't the way for established creators, that we have the green light to go ahead and do multiple campaigns and function like a publisher that way,
Right.
And yeah, but the idea that they could just say no to me, that did scare me for sure.
Right, sure.
Are there different tiers in Kickstarter? Inside, you can be a publisher or an indie creator, and there's a difference there?
Not really. It's more that, how can I phrase this? It's that you're established.
For dumb people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that you're established enough that you prove that you deliver, right? That you, when I say function as a publisher, I mean that they trust you the way that, say, a Diamond Previews would trust like an Image Comics or a Black Mask or Aftershock. That you
Gotcha.
know that you're delivering content that's consistently coming out, and that there hasn't been an instance of a campaign that is just idling. There's always movement,
Yeah.
We'll get to that question. That's a great question in a minute. All right, let's see the next one. I'm gonna do you last, Daniel, so I can show off your pages. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Gerard Van Karn and Ignacio del. I have no idea how to say that. Meglio.
Ignacio Di
Ignacio.
Meglio. I'm not expecting anyone to say that. I'm just happy with people calling me Ignacio, Iggy, or Nacho.
By the way, I'm not going to say that other people don't have cool kaiju stories, but Ignacio and I have the coolest kaiju story of all time.
Yeah, we have a good one.
I'm going to be honest. Ignacio sent me one sketch of one kaiju, and it's pretty sick.
Why do I live with people who just betray me all the time, Pat?
No, it's for you. It's your kaiju.
Easy, Travis. Come on, man. Relax, dude.
Betray me. Just I thought we were friends. But yeah, he's pretty fucking dope. I'm super excited.
Mm-hmm.
And big secret, I don't even love kaijus. I just was like, hey, that sounds fun. I want to do a big giant monster. Kaiju Mania. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Phil Leah is doing some colors. He colored that cover that I showed you, Ignacio, a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I know.
Really cool stuff. All right. So I got to grab you guys. See if anybody loves you since last time we spoke. I'm gonna find your stuff.
Maybe my mom.
My mom has sent me love.
I think we've done like 5 people since we hopped on the call.
Well, that's a good
Nice.
number.
That is good. That's
Yeah.
good.
That is good.
Dude, yeah, 5. We were
Let's-
99 when we started,
Mhm.
and we are to 104.
Yeah, so I have you at
Awesome.
101 when I started, but you said it was at 99. I'm going to take your
Yep.
numbers. And 109.
Yeah, take the credit, man.
Yeah, I'll take the credit, sure. Every single one of them knows me and was on this feed. All of them. No.
Exactly.
I can
the reason
shout
why-
it out. Stephen Koch. Okay.
No, you can't do that. You literally can't. The Kickstarter says you can't say
Oh,
their
really?
names. Yeah.
We agreed with each other in messages for real.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just saying, like, you're not.
Okay. No, I understand. First time. First time.
I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't think Kickstarter cares that much, but just in case.
What if I shout out his campaign? Can I shout out his campaign?
Sure. Share this.
All right, hold on.
Oh yeah, he's got a great campaign running right now.
Yeah, he does. It's a super cool, also fantasy book.
Send me in private chat.
Oh, sure. It's called
I'll put
Wolf
it-
Cubs, and it is super D&D, super geared towards young readers too. It looks really cool.
We'll show my boy here. He was funny. He messaged me. He's like, "Sorry, Travis. I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I've got a new campaign. I just want you to check it out. It's okay if you're not interested." And I'm like, "I backed it, dude." Oh,
I already backed it.
okay, cool. How are you? I was like, "It's cool, bro. We're busy."
I mean, that's the life of an indie creator.
I love goblins. So
Yeah, and he has some fun-looking goblins in there.
Mm-hmm,
I think he does all of his stuff is amazing. All of the stuff that he does is amazing. So I think this campaign is great. I think Breakneck is great. Breakneck is great. I'm super excited about it.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Anything you want to share about it?
5 stories: Sword and Sorcery, Black and White. Ignacio drew one of the stories. It's called Crypt Sisters. That's me and him. And that one's awesome. And all the others are awesome too. It's tough to give like a one pitch when there's 5 stories, right?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
Did
This all came from our love for D&D,
Yeah.
basically, because we met on a Discord server, the MCDM Discord server that is a Discord server dedicated to MCDM production. That is a creator called Matt Colville that does third-party content for Dungeons and Dragons.
Mhm.
And I did a fan comic for their live play campaign, and it was well received. So I said, well, maybe I can do a little more of this while I have work. Spoiler, I never did.
Right.
But I asked in the server, is there any writer here that's willing to help me create a narrative with the D&D campaign that they are playing live on YouTube?
Right.
And that's how I met
Mhm.
this dude. And we worked on it for a while.
Mhm.
And then we said, well, no one's gonna see it this maybe. I don't know. Are we doing the right thing? Maybe we should do our own thing.
Yeah.
And we first said, well, we can do a whole book alone, or we can unite with a bunch of fantasy nerds and do a united front.
Mhm.
So here we are with a lot of amazing people that joined us in our adventure, and it's really incredible.
Yeah, it's a great book. I'm excited about it. I'm very happy to be part of it and helping out. How much do we have to raise to get that awesome main cover A colored?
Cover A colored. That's not on the list right now. I can go back to Francesco.
Again, how much do we have to raise? It doesn't have to be on the list. How much do we got to get you?
I I mean, I've got tiers up to I think $8,000
All right, so we
Canadian
gotta
right
get to
now.
10.
So yeah,
can we hear here? If we get to 10, we'll color that page.
absolutely.
Like you don't have
Right
to
now,
get it colored.
right now, brand new tier, $10,000. We will find a colorist and color that amazing Francesco de la Cerva cover. I'll go to him first in case he wants to do it.
Go 10,000, and it's one of one. That guy gets it. Nobody else gets to see it. he pays 10 grand. He gets it. It's his. You're welcome.
Yep.
Pat left us. So anybody want to talk bad about
Maybe he needed to go pee. Sadly, he muted his mic, so we cannot hear that he.
Well, MJ's going to take off too. MJ, do you want to say your goodbyes? You got to work tomorrow. You got to do some stuff.
Yeah, I got the day job that I gotta, show up for at some point. No, but yeah, there's so many great projects going on right now.
Mhm.
I mean, I think we think that all the time on Kicks, but this is a great time. Like all of your books are so cool. It's been so awesome hearing about them from y'all. And yeah, this has been a lot of fun. And I've really, I'm gonna be checking out all your stuff tomorrow when I have my wallet on me and spread some love around.
Thank you. Thank MJ for hanging out.
Thank you, MJ.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. So nice hanging out with everybody.
You too.
Have a good night.
I apologize if Alan offended you, or me offending Alan offended you, whichever one it happened to be.
All of it. All
Yeah, just every bit
so
of it.
offended. I can't even look him in the eyes.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I understand. That's why Pat left, so I understand. He probably messaged me. He's like, I need a minute to recoup. I understand. Well, goodbye, MJ.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye, MJ.
All right.
Yep.
Then they were 6. So hold on.
No, we're balanced. I was about to tell you, please put her up because we're oppressing her.
She's great. So this is, I was told to show this from Philip.
Are you allowed?
I'm doing it.
Okay, that's
Not
it.
now.
That's what I needed to hear.
Right. I mean, if he wants to cut my story, he can, but that's a lot of work. I think he should keep it. And then we'll just keep our own kaiju story and it'll be ongoing,
definitely.
full service. And, he doesn't want to do that because it's going to get bad.
Dude, I wish he was here so I can ask him what's with the aliens.
But yeah, this is the colored cover of that. It's pretty cool. I like it. I actually made a suggestion. I'm not sure if he's going to hear it, but so eventually the kaijus are going to fight. All 4 of those are going to fight in like this battle royale. It would be really cool if the colorists come and color their monsters in their own styles. So each of the monsters have their own style. I think that would be really dope. So Ignacio colors just the monster on those panels. Which would be cool, pretty cool. He doesn't have to draw and color it so it has his style and somebody else's has their style. I think that would be dope.
Yeah, it's a pretty good endeavor, but it's kind of difficult to do the logistics because maybe I work with Clip Studio Paint, but maybe someone else works with Photoshop. I mean, those are compatible. You can make it work, but it's not going to be the same flow as if one people is coloring it. But it's really good because I have a pretty particular kind of treatment that I do for the coloring,
right?
And I don't know. I don't think the other creators do the same.
Right. Sure.
Which is.
That's crazy. So, Alan.
Yes.
How you doing, bro?
Well, I'm okay.
Brace for impact.
Here we go.
No, I just want to see. We've got to check to see if you made me money, bro. Why are you mad? You're so aggressive towards me. It's so. All right, we're gonna try to see what we can do. By the way, this is how when I first met him the first night. This is exactly how I talked to him too. It's a tough love for Alan. I give him. I mean, it just.
Outside of internet land, we've talked twice, and then the first time was just like this, and I still came back for more. I don't.
Right, he still was like, thankfully, can we do something?
Can I? Maybe you can call me an asshole, but you both have alcoholic parents.
Yeah.
So
right.
Maybe that's a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a thing.
This is how we learned love, so that's how we express it to you.
We know that there is love somewhere. I mean, we
Exactly.
hope. Just looking. So
Eventually, it shows the love of
Cynthia,
tears.
since
Yes.
I'd love to get someone to bring life to my New York story. I would love my experience at that time to life. I'm sure we can talk about it, Cynthia. We can figure out what you're looking for and see what we can do. Daniel, that's fine. We'll get you soon. So, all right. So let's see where we're at, Hocus.
Yeah, we're at the, as everyone knows, we're at the volatile stage of Kickstarter, where the first 4 days are awesome,
Right.
and then we're in
Yeah.
that amazing lull where people cancel, change tier types, stuff like that, and then the last 3 days are great. So what you're doing right now is really going, so far. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, you were at 138 when I wrote it down at 4,300. So you've made $55 and you're up to 41 backers. So that's a couple of backers. Again, none of us know math, so it's some number between 1 and 47.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
That sounds correct.
Closer to 47.
Right, closer to
For
47.
sure.
Based on our math. Again, I think that's right.
It can fail.
Ish. But I think you're doing great. What's the first stretch goal on this?
45.
45. So that's why, like, look at that. Who wants that fat thing? That fat magnet?
Yeah, we love that magnet. We cracked up. We're really trying to play off the Valentine's Day theme of everything. Right. So we have his butler as a Cupid magnet. But
is June accurate? Is June because of the delay, or you guys aren't finished?
Oh no, the comic's a little over halfway done. Okay. We're probably going to have it all shipped. If I had to guess, probably March.
Okay.
Yeah, but we always put the
focus too was like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry if I interject with this, but when I did my first campaign last year, I did Killaroo with Darren Close, and he did great. We did great. And I worked my ass off from May till September to finish the book, 53 pages of the book. I did pencil, ink, color, 53 pages of the book in those months to finish it 1 month before our deadline, to get it 1 month early to printing. So we had time to letter it properly, review it, and then print it with 1 month of grace, basically. And when I finished it, Darren had a health issue. He nearly died, and that month he spent in the hospital. So we didn't.
Is he okay now?
Yeah, he's okay, but it was a big scare. But the thing is, I was completely sure that, oh, great, we're on time. We're going to go out a month early, and we ended up going out practically 1 month late because life happens.
Yeah, definitely interesting circumstances, and that's why whenever we have our delivery date, we always way overshoot, just for that expectation, just because, like I said, life happens and everything's crazy right now, so we don't want to bank on anything. And Travis, I think you ran into this too. Paper shortage is a real thing right now.
I did, but I called in all favors to get it done in 3 weeks, but I could only get my books done in 2 weeks. And people were like thanking me, and I was like, "No, I'm late, dude. Like, I wanted you to get this by Christmas. We got it the week after Christmas." They're like, "We're fine." I was like, "No, you're not. Do not give me grace. I fucked up."
Yeah.
And because of that, Scout didn't get books for 2 weeks late, and I don't know why that happened, but somehow Scout got punished. And now Scout doesn't love me, and whatever. Fine. I'm okay with it, Pat. I'm okay with it. We have Destiny coming out, right? Isn't it shipped? Didn't you get a preview? Did you get a proof?
Yes. We got Let me see what I'm talking about. At the same time, I have printing next month. I have Destiny New York 5, the art book, and Smoke Weeds to the Future Volume 1. So those PDFs will all be going out in either late this month or early March, and we're printing them now. And dude, with how long it took to get out of port last time, who knows how long? But I'm hoping June.
Okay. All right, Daniel. The moment we've been waiting for. this preview that we just put together today, you're going to show us it.
Yes.
You're giving me permission
Yeah.
for people to screenshot this over and over again to see all these things. Like you saw Gerald, like he was just like ready, like looking for like he was looking down for his print screen.
Oh, I opened that link myself. It's like I already got it.
Oh, smart. Yeah, he has access to the private chat. I forgot. All right, so let's check this out. First off, do you
That's
do you
my
have any new
boy.
backers? Where you at?
We right now have pre-backers. Last time I checked, hold on. We're at 69 pre-backers.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, and you were at
Of
62.
course we needed to
That's
do
a
that.
that's a great jump. That's fantastic.
Yep.
All right, let's get your stuff up here and let's see it. I'm excited. Watch it say you don't have permission, and then this whole thing. All right. I do have permission. You guys are safe. So I'm not going to have you read it. I want you to kind of share what's going on.
Yeah.
Kind of tell us the story. All right.
All right. Hold on.
Where are we at?
Trying to find-
I got it.
Yeah.
It's actually trying to show, like, I don't know how, but my digital deluxe for Granite State Punk is open. And I was like, why is that open? I must have accidentally opened it.
Yeah.
So this is your dude, kind of
Oh,
Hulk.
I know the artist you're working with.
Yeah.
Who?
Awesome.
Oh, I thought you had beef with him.
Is he great? Yeah,
No, I don't.
I know him.
tell Pat
No,
the beef.
no.
Pat wants the beef. What do you got?
No beef. He was involved with a publisher that did him dirty. So, but I knew him because I saw what was going on with that publisher, and he stood out from the thing. So I remember his name. I follow him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Nice. So, all right. So we're getting a robbery here. Is that what's
Yeah,
going on?
it's one of those famous tourist or family walks into the wrong alley, and there's someone running out.
They're gonna make a Batman, right?
Yeah, but this time the kid has more of a guardian angel kind of situation.
Okay. Oh,
Of course.
shit. All right. So he's a Punisher type.
Well, he didn't kill him. He just really gives him a beat down. But you can see as you scroll
okay.
down.
All right. He's okay.
The,
See, I didn't scroll down far enough, and I was scared for this man's life.
Well, you got to
Yes.
remember the sound effects is whack and thwack, not snicked and slice, right?
yeah.
True. Reading comprehension is also hard for me.
Words are hard, people. Come on.
And you see his heroism here is not really appreciated. And you see the start of, he's being big and bold, but as you see the dialogue, it's like he's like, never mind.
Right.
Oh, right, because he's a wimp, a
Yeah, this is him.
schmuck.
This
You
is
said
him.
you schmuck.
This is
So-
yeah. This is
That-
schmuck.
There's a
This is-
duality.
There's a
I'm-
flashback. And
it's a
similar
flashback.
situation happened with him.
Is it the same guy?
That's,
yeah.
Yep.
That guy with the bandana is causing a lot of shit in New York.
No. Different bandana guy. Yeah.
Well, I
It's,
would color the bandana because they both have the same color band.
Oh,
Oh, that is-
that's an cap on the first guy.
all right.
Yeah.
That's true,
All right,
that's true.
I'm with you. He's got like a prophet vibe here, like he's trying to be an extreme universe Liefeld character. All right.
But so
Well,
you see our character
I
didn't
mean-
really die, but he might not really want to be after what the scientist does to him. Which
Oh,
gives
wow.
him- see, big, but he's not going to exactly have self-confidence because
Right. You can make it. So this is like, the Captain America thing, but if Captain America didn't have all those, wanting to be a hero, wanting to be all these
Yeah.
values, right? Sure. We've got some cool. So here's one of the things that most excites me about this book. What I miss, Mom called. We a lot of stuff. There was drama. There was all sorts of things. Sister 19's online. If anybody's curious, anybody's concerned.
Ooh. Make it ring, guys.
Let's bring her on.
Yes, that was Night Wrath. What did I miss? Mom called. Hey, dudes. Anyways, what I wanted to. Oh, crap. I blocked You Promised Me Comics instead of the Russian people.
Ooh.
Oh, no. How do I unblock them? I don't want You Promised Me Comics blocked. All right.
Oopsie.
You might have to go back to your settings after the video and apologize.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm going to go to it right now and YouTube. So what I love about this, if this is the hero, I can't wait to see the villain, right?
Yeah, well, it's going to be a build up to the big villain. Because it's going to be a short, like 3-issue arc.
Right.
Yeah, so the villain really here is more, internal versus external.
Right.
Okay.
But don't worry, we'll have a big bad, fight by the end of issue 3.
I like the duality because it makes me think. I was talking to someone today, and we were talking about power.
Mhm.
And if I were given at least this bit of power, I think I would go corrupt really fast.
Right.
That's
know?
not surprising.
I
mean,
he's
have you heard my
overconfident.
accent?
He's overconfident when he's in the suit, so to speak. But even then, there's a little twinge in the back of his head. Is this right? I want to be a hero, but is this the right way? And instead, him more and like the more rough and tumble, like West Side. So we're talking like Chelsea through Hell's Kitchen, up to like the Upper West Side, but like the Hell's Kitchen down for like Soho, which is a little more grittier, even with the High Line Park up there.
Those are locations, yes.
Yeah, they're real New York locations, people.
Well, I like it. I think it looks fun. I'm super excited about it. And when are we launching this?
March 15th, my birthday.
All right.
What a good birthday present for yourself, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
I already
pretty-
took the day off from work so I can launch and everything. So
And then obsessively hit that
Yeah.
refresh button. It's awesome.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be miserable at work for that whole March 15th
take-
through past April 15th because I'm gonna be like, come on. Passover is gonna be fun. Because I think the end of the campaign is probably gonna be around the first days of Passover. If it's going to be launched on March 15th, so we're just heading to the middle of Passover.
You might have to give up refreshing for Passover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up bread. What else do I have to give?
Refreshing. You have to reload the entire page every time and type in the entire URL to be able to check it.
I'm so upset that I blocked this guy because literally I was on.
You need to go to YouTube and
I'm
in
fine.
the chat.
Settings.
Yeah, no, in the chat, in the message, you have the 3 dots, and you have
Go into that.
flag. Yeah.
Figure one now. I just, I mean, he's probably went to bed. He's probably like, yeah, I'm going to bed. I'm done.
Fuck you,
Please,
Travis.
please don't block me.
Daniel, I got a question for you.
Yes.
This is your pre-established hero universe, or with
It's weird because I've established hero universe, but it starts in like 1900. So this is going more to modern day, and I'm gonna start playing the holes here and there. So
okay. I'm just wondering. It's always interesting to me when I see a creator starting a superhero project. Is it the first superhero in the world, or do they think of the entire mythos of how superheroes are accepted in their world, kind of thing?
I kind of teased at it in issue 1 that there are heroes in this world.
Okay.
I've been there for a while because Liberty, the first hero of the American Dream, which is fully done. First arcs already been done and printed and everything.
Mhm.
There's superheroes in this universe that's been around since like 1900.
Mhm.
They may have been underground for certain periods like World War II or whatnot, like post World War II because of the Red Scare and everything. But they're established. But like not the main character doesn't exactly appreciate them because he feels like they don't do enough.
Okay.
All right, so hold on. I think I got him unblocked. So if someone can check, I don't know. I'm so upset. Like literally, I can't fix this. And
This is how vendettas are started.
Yeah, this is
Right,
a
right,
new
right.
beat,
Like,
dude.
Bearded, I need your help. Like, are you still watching? Jay, I'm gonna make you a moderator. You help me. I'll just like everyone's gonna be in control of my channel by the end. Anyways, yeah, I'm trying to get him back.
Yeah, he's alive. He's alive.
Promise is back?
Yeah, he's wrenched.
I'm back and I have a wrench.
He's back.
Okay, cool.
He's
Yeah,
back.
I gave you a wrench because that's the only thing I could think to fix you. I'm like, maybe if I just make him an admin, like YouTube's
that
very
fixed it?
confused right now. They're like, so we banned him and now we give him a wrench? Like, what kind of channel are you running?
It's an abusive relationship again.
So, Alan, you sent me a private message here and says, I want to be off of this stupid channel. I have better things to do with my night, right?
A lot more expletives in there.
Right, sure.
But yes, yeah.
Right.
I want to
so
read
Alan,
that.
my favorite book here that I didn't write. My favorite book is mine, but second is yours.
Well, I appreciate.
No,
I really
actually,
appreciate
Pat, are you going to put a word with me for any publisher?
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. I
Okay,
love Pat's
wonderful.
stuff, really, like Pat's Zetascope stuff and his his stuff over there. That's the best. So, can I be in your next anthology, Gerald?
I don't know. I target new creators so that we
New
can take advantage of
creators?
them.
I gotta take off
Yep.
my shirt.
Yep, that's what I said. It's not my channel. You do what you want on your channel.
Weird. With great power, great responsibility. Anyways, so Alan, I love your book. Like, really, like all kidding aside, I think it's awesome.
Thanks,
I think
man.
you guys write an amazing fucking book. It's killer. Like, I agree with Jay. It's a great book. Everyone should back it. If you can, if you want to back a series and get involved, like if you've been following me from Broke Down or from Voodoo Nations and you following my series, this is a series of that caliber. I'm going to be 100% honest here. There's a lot of people who do this Kickstarter thing that are on a rookie level. You aren't above that level, man.
Man,
You are
thanks,
ready
man.
to go to the next level. Your stuff is better than some of the things I read every month. It's really, really good. And that's why I make fun of you, because you're more talented than I am.
Shit.
Right.
No way, man.
Pat looked at the cat and goes, did you believe that shit that he just said?
No, dude, the truth is, I agree. You know, when a book on Kickstarter is amazing, it really stands out. It's true. I remember each time that I was mind blown, and that sticks with you.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Like, thank you guys.
Blake will get naked for a 6th slot in an author, and I think he's never written anything in published, so I think we're good.
You know what?
Oh, Blake.
Okay.
Follow us on Twitter and we'll get it done.
Do you know Blake?
Dude, I already sent Blake.
Yeah, get on your show, Alan. Get on Blake's show. Blake's a great show, great promoter.
Yeah, reach out, Travis. He's got my Twitter information, so yeah, we can link up.
So, what do you want to say about Hocus Pocus? One last thing.
If we could, we have I believe it's a 50-second trailer. Could we show that, if that's okay?
I told you guys I don't do trailers.
We worked really hard on it.
I didn't even put one on. I didn't have
That's okay.
All right.
Do that ASMR thing again.
Do you like what you're seeing? Oh, yeah, back this project.
Oh, man, we lost every viewer just now.
Here's my risk. Pat's gonna put the weird word in for me. If he doesn't like your video, he's not gonna do that. He's
Okay,
just
good.
gonna
Do it. Do it.
All right. It's so good. Shut up, Jay. You're a fanboy. You're not. Your opinion doesn't count when it comes to Pocus Hocus. I love you, Jay. I'm sorry I said that.
Ooh, that's nice. Hocus, hocus, the greatest magician the world has ever known. Such amazing feats. A captive audience. But it wasn't always so, was it? We had a deal, Mr. Hocus. Don't forget who made you. Hocus, hocus.
That's sick.
That's a pretty dope cover. That's a pretty dope trailer.
That was
that video is great, dude. You can tell, and I swear this, you can tell within 5 seconds if a Kickstarter video is going to be good or not, and that's a good video.
Thanks.
Very good.
Yeah, big shout out to Jared, Prevalent Mind Studio. He did great. And another thing that we did, we haven't advertised it on the campaign yet, but we actually, our main cover is an AR cover. So you download an app and hold your phone over top of the cover, and then the cover actually comes to life. So we're really happy with that.
sweet.
Yep.
Ignacio has to go. Danny, you can go if you want, by the way.
Hey, night, guys.
Hey, night, man.
And Alan, you have to go. I get it. That trailer was amazing.
Really good.
Kudos to you. I look forward to watching my numbers go lower as your numbers rise up because you were that talented.
Well, here's the thing. After looking at the success of your campaign, you've taken all of the backers that January and February probably have to offer. So you might need to share a little bit.
That's not the way that works. And have you seen some of the other people on the campaign? There's some big numbers popping up right now.
No, but it was awesome because I tried to. I'm pretty sure I backed Granite State day one, and it was just so cool seeing those numbers go up as fast as they did, and as consistently too. So that's awesome, man.
Danny, back Pocus Hocus and fly them to Florida so I can hang out with Alan.
Yep.
There's 2 writers though, so you can only pick one. And I like Alan's hung out with me. I don't know Will at all, so pick Alan.
Yeah. I'm the social butterfly of the two, right? So.
Yeah, it's good. He's got 3 books for how much? It's 15 books. So
15 for the digital, and then 30 for the 3-pack for the physical and digital. Yeah.
Can't we just fly to them? I mean, I guess where you live, Alan?
West Virginia. You'd probably rather me come to you.
I mean, Florida's not that awesome when you're here all the time.
Man, I actually went to Florida.
Vacation.
Thanksgiving week. I went to Disney for the first time, so that was a blast. Yeah.
Well, Danny, since you're here, Alan, you can go. We've got to address some issues with Danny.
Okay. Well, hey guys, really, thank you for everything, and Travis, I'll be talking to you soon, I'm sure.
Yeah. Anything you need, I'm here to help you.
See you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
So, Danny, we see that you're here. Pat and I are here. Gerald has heard the situation about the Pokemon packs.
Yeah,
right?
I'll sit here as witness, okay?
So there has been from what I understand, no Pokemon packs given to Pat so he can come and do a signing in Orlando. I mean, he's done successful, but Jojo Siwa is on his Rolodex. He's got a Rolodex. He doesn't use his phone thing because that's just not cool.
It's passe, yeah.
Passe. That is something his Mr. Raven would do, not something Pat would do.
No, I'm above that. You know?
I'm above that. And Danny has not provided anything, and Pat is still in New York, freezing his ass off.
It's sick.
It's sick. Danny says, laugh out loud. Pokemon is like gold. It'd be easier and cheaper to just pay. See, that's why he wants to get paid in Pokemon packs, Danny.
Give me some of this. Some of that.
Brilliant Stars.
That shit's out in 25 days. Get it from me.
Right. I'm living like a chicken shot already. Bring Danny on. Poke Dollars, the new cryptocurrency. So Danny, we just need to get this done. It's a new set. Very easy to get from your distributor. You've got several distributors. Let's make this happen.
Bring it on.
Make this happen.
It was just 2 boxes, right?
Right. It's just 2 boxes, whatever. And the flight, of course, and the stay, and there's a lot of extras, but that's what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, I could stay in like I'd say $300 a night hotel would be fine,
Right. And it's in Orlando. That's cheap. I mean, you're not asking to stay at Disney. You're willing to be a driving distance away. That's right. Within a mile or so, of the parks, No,
dude, here's the thing. Like, I'm very simple. I would never go to Disney. I went once in LA, would never go back. All I want is good food and Pokemon cards, and I'm set, dude. I'm set.
All right.
I have a question for you though. I was very intrigued about this letter proof that you got, right? Because this lack of a proof has been the source of beef between you and Marcel.
Right. Sure.
Now, you guys have had it out publicly. My question is, when he sends that to you privately, how does it come through? Because if I had beef with someone and I had what they wanted, I might be like, here's your proof, bitch, and send it that way. Was there any aggression privately when he sent that to you?
So how to say this? It wasn't bad, but because we had a lot of bullshit before it to kind of deal with it.
Yeah.
Marcel, Danny, you read Dog Days recently. He's the one who publishes Dog Days. Danny read it, actually. I sent it to Danny. Because now that everything's good, I want to I actually want to help him out. Can we bring some into the stores and stuff? Things that I'm good. Have a good night. Time for bed. I'm glad you're a moderator. You promised me comics. I trust you. Did you bring enough for the whole class? The Pokemon or the beer? Or the beef?
The beef. It's the beef.
Well, I have no beef. Alan's gone, so I've got nothing unless Marcel comes on. Yeah, so he sent it. So he just sent it out and just sent it like, hey, here's the lettering proof. Here it is. Check it over and give us feedback. He did give some. He's like, there's a lot of typos here. You got to do it. I was like, yeah, I had no editor, so I got to throw it back. But just little jabs, nothing crazy. But I did actually send him a nice thing. Hey, thank you for finally getting this done. Wasn't rude, wasn't anything. Because I'm really happy that we're at this stage. We still have a lot of work to do. There's design work and stuff like that. But
this not only this situation, but like Marcel in general is very interesting to me. I like on one level the post that you guys shared back and forth, very entertaining. But
yeah, our beef is very entertaining.
Yeah, but on a different level too, I just like I like that another creator treats Kickstarter as if they're a publisher. I think that you have a right to your feelings. I think it's wrong that the industry would try to blackball someone for doing what a publisher does all the time. There's so many publishers that I work with that have gone out of business or just did these immense delays. And publishers, for some reason, publishers who are run by multiple people, they get a pass in the comic book media, right. But a guy doesn't. And that's something that does worry me as someone who does, I do what I would consider is a lot of books, because while I only do between 4 to 7 or 8 per year, each book is a full graphic novel. It's a full arc. And it does worry me that people will look at me and expect more from me than they would Marvel. And Marvel is heavily late, So I'm invested in the personal issue, but I do more worry about his treatment, the way that he's treated in the larger comics media,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not just my case of why he's in this situation.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. But let's just take my example of it. Do you know the situation? You want me to explain?
Well, I was going to say that I've heard you both talk about this, I think together. Maybe it was on Explain Yourself with Kevin. I've heard you guys talk about it. I kind of have the gist of it, but maybe a timeline.
So the gist is, in 2019, I made a book, a 5-page graphic novel that I was never paid for, that never got finished. Mm-hmm. And I just got the letters today of it being finished. But there was tons of delays.
5-page?
No, 5-issue.
Oh, 5-issue. Oh, okay.
120 pages. Okay. So
very different.
There was lots of delays from the artist not being paid for this and that. And, it's a Kickstarter, so we had the money. That's the gist. Here's the difference, Pat. I agree with your statement, but the difference is, as a rookie writer like me, it's not Marcel's name that's on that. It's Travis, the writer. So I had to work up hurdles to get my backer count, because there's people who have not backed me since Dog Days because of him, right?
Yes.
which is the negative of a crowdfunding platform, because every creator can screw up your thing, right? Let's take Breakneck. Luckily, you take very rookie things, but if somebody goes heavy Comicsgate, let's say, like I'm not talking little Comicsgate, like heavy aggressive like attacks on the regular, and your book is already ready to be printed, that could affect the next volume and all that stuff.
Yep.
You unfortunately have to do the same thing with my Cthulhu Invades Oz and Wonderland. If that happens, it's going to be crazy. Hold on. So it's funded but it didn't get fulfilled. Correct. It's never been fulfilled. We're working on that now. So you're in the crowdfunding platform, that becomes nasty, but you're 100% right. Like that happens in Marvel and DC and Image and all them all the time, where they solicit books that never come out that people have pre-ordered and did this and that.
Yeah. I always think, what you say is exactly right. That the individual creators involved have that right to be upset. I just worry when the comics media doesn't give one person the same pass that they do these giant corporations, and that extends to not only comics media, but the comics mob does that, like on this Kickstarter blockchain situation. I always make the example where Kickstarter and the people who need Kickstarter, I'd say that's an objectively smaller pool than the Walt Disney Company, right? That is a huge company, and I think that most people who aren't trying to purposely lie would say that the Walt Disney Company has done more bad overall than if Kickstarter were to go full on blockchain. I think that it's very easy to say. And with the same Twitter account, these comic book writers and artists, people who are so mad about Kickstarter, will sort of say, "Oh, I won't support people who use Kickstarter anymore," and then with the same account, congratulate someone who just got a job working on Ghost Rider. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't keep the same energy for the big company. They always aim for the little guy, and that's kind of weird to me. But as far as the personal issue, I'm totally with you there, and I would love to see you guys hash that shit out.
We got to do it, and especially when I think this is the best time to approach him back, because he's got the moral high ground right now, right? I'm done. Like, what are you bitching about?
Yeah, yes, but it still happened, and it's still worth a conversation. And
I'll still be like, bitch, when you sending them?
I think too, it could illuminate some stuff about Kickstarter. It could really show that there's always a story behind a delay, and there's nuance behind what you were talking about, how it's your name but not your project. It happens to me all the time. I do work for hire as well. I work for multiple companies, and one of those companies, just offhand, BMA Studios uses Kickstarter. I write for Devil's Due. They use Kickstarter, and they don't, though, brand it as like Pat Shan's this. They do the title and they list me as writer, which I think is better. That's like, that puts it less like as a me campaign. And but I still do I still care about how those books do, and I'm happy to see when they fund. But I think that you're right, that when your name is so involved in it, and it's like a you project, that could have a negative impact on you, which isn't fair because of your lack of the ability to fix it when it isn't in your hands.
Right, exactly. And they're all different, right? Like, I offered Marcel money, but I also understand why he didn't take that money. I had went at him so hard that he was like, I don't win. If I give you the money, you come off of the here. I can't let you do that. Like, that's his logic. And I can't even get mad at that. Like, as a reasonable adult, that makes sense to me. But I can fix this problem today. Do we want to fix it so you can move on? And it's more important that he does it for his pride and ego and publishing company and name. So it's so interesting, all those interests, and that's why it'd be a good conversation, is all that intimate stuff.
Yeah, I think it is very interesting because of that, because comics people are so intense and are so fucking weird that normally I can read an exchange and I'll come away thinking, oh, that person's right and that person's an asshole. with you guys, I'll be reading a conversation and I'll be like, oh, that was a good point. And I'll go, oh shit, that was a good counter to that point, And there's something to what both of you guys are saying, and I've been in both shoes,
Right.
I mean, dude, I've been fucked over in just about every way I could imagine up until now. Who knows? There might be some new ways could come soon. But
Oh, I got one for you.
What you got?
You ever had your character stolen and made into a porn web cartoon by your artist?
Not by my artist, but I've worked on a Zenoscope book where suddenly we see Robin Hood with even bigger titties on a ad. But no, it hasn't happened to me personally yet.
The artist I commissioned to work on my pitch for a Kickstarter decided to make a Twitter account with a very similar name to the book, and then started doing a porn web series with the same character.
That's a bold move, dude.
I'm like, well, it's out there now, so
yeah, there's
learning experience.
Damn.
Well, you just write the stories of her recovering from those days of
getting over the addiction and the tentacles. Yeah,
right. All of the things that have messed her up and makes her not trust men or women, no judgment. As she goes through her life in her mid-40s. I'm excited. Very Sarah Connor-ish. I'm excited.
Going back and having difficult discussions with all the monsters and magical beings that have messed her up. Yeah.
Right. It's not you, Mindbender. It was me.
It's not even a bad concept, actually.
Right. So
I'm not prepared to write that. So if you want it, go for it.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
And what class was it? Because I know it's D&D based. What class was this character?
That one was not. Well, I don't know. It was about a barmaid.
Okay.
Yeah, it was about a barmaid who would go.
Well, that's your own fault, right? It's a bard. I mean, this is what bards do.
No, not bard. Barmaid.
Oh.
Barmaid. She wasn't supposed to be the adventurer, and she gets pulled into it because all the adventurers die right at the start. So she gets pulled in by accident into being the hero, and the barmaid went on a very different adventure than I intended for her.
Yeah, let's show your book real quick. So Danny's here. Danny works for Collective. It's a comic store. I want to show you because you have a retail tier, right?
I do. Yes.
So yeah, this is a book. It's got Ignacio, which is a dude of mine. He's got fans. It's a black and white, really cool fancy. I mean, look at that fucking cover though. I want that in color. So $10,000 and we can make that in color, which is pretty cool. Which I bullied him into tonight, by the way.
Yes. 5 short stories. Each of them are 6 pages. Each of them are complete stories in of themselves. Creators are from across North and South America and Europe. We have 4 different covers. The retailer tier will get you 8 of the main book and 1 of each of cover B and cover C. And because of weird shipping and that stuff, I am working on the best way to ship those as a bulk. So I ask that stores contact me, and that way I can get the cheapest option for you possible.
Who did the first page up there?
The first story?
I think so. No, it's an interior page.
Interior page.
That'll be from the story When I Freeze Hell Over. That is Marco Del Forno. He's an Italian artist that Chris Moses. He's the writer. He connected with him on Instagram after the first artist who was involved was getting some heavy delays, and we weren't going to hit any of our deadlines for that. Marco jumped on it with like a month, and he got all 6 pages done super fast.
Yeah, it's great.
It is really cool work.
Yeah.
And I think he's working with Chris on like a card game for Chris's Red Sea Comics kind of self-pub. Yeah,
the art's great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is a D&D book, so I think it'd be good for your store. I don't know. Again, I don't know the shipping for Canada. How many books?
10 books.
Okay, how many pages?
I've got it priced at 45 Canadian.
Yeah, that should be about right. A US shipping to you, it's about 60, so you shipping to us would be about 45. And I've got a trick for you too that I can teach you for Canadian. There is by Niagara Falls, there's actually a place where you can send your stuff and they'll bring it over the border for you and ship it in America.
I actually live like 40 minutes from the border, so I'm able to go do that myself and run it across the border. So that's why I'm asking stores to just message me on Kickstarter, and that way I can find the best price to do this at. Of course, the border has to open.
Right.
I have to be able to cross physically, but yeah, awesome. Thank you, Danny.
The problem is we don't believe that we have a virus here in America. We just do whatever we want. It's not our fault. It's the way we were raised. Like literally, my motto for my state was "Live free or die." Like so, I don't care.
Oh, you know,
I really do care, but like,
hey, I'll be perfectly frank with you. I'm a good Christian boy, and I'm embarrassed by my people. I'm embarrassed by my people across Canada and the U.S.
Right.
I'm embarrassed by them.
Travis, did you ship to Canada? Yes, I did. I believe it or not, Pat's going to be shocked by this. I actually am a legal pastor for the Christian church.
Are you
legal?
Like I ordained. I'm an ordained.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you ever need to be married and stuff, but the church stuff that I do is very different from other stuff. It's Christian, but I do business ministry, not regular traditional.
I'm the guy who all my non-Christian friends say, "Hey, you're the most Christian person we know. Will you marry us?"
Right.
3. I've done 3.
Gerald, we got to get you have you on your show. Nice.
Absolutely.
All right, so make that happen. Danny Morales, if you want to write that down for Facebook.
Yeah. Note 1, Travis 150 for the book you're going to send out. That's awesome. And now Danny Morales. I'm actually writing it down. Show.
Danny, go ahead. Pat's ready. Look at him. He's excited. Here, I can give you full face Pat if you'd like. We can make him solo.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. It's just you and Danny. Just make it intimate.
Excuse me, dude. Was there ever a virgin cover? All right, so I don't know. Let's see. I think a copy of it here that should list all the covers. Let's see.
I actually like this little strip because you and I are sitting here like very official, and he's like walking around his apartment, like it's like we're doing gaming commentary, like we're playing a game. Watch his Pat shit. Like this is a movement that he can do. This is a higher level skill.
All right, so as far as I know, I don't know. There are, because Zenescope does so many exclusives. I don't see those. I see what's in Diamond Previews, but the exclusives go all the way from covers D to cover M. So one of those could be Virgin, and a lot of their exclusives tend to be, or tend to at least have the title in very small text in the top left corner. I don't know though for sure, so I can't answer. Sorry, man.
Danny's store is in Florida, right?
Yep.
I might be there this summer, in which case I could just fly the books down with me.
Yeah, come. You can do a signing with us.
Sweet. Yeah. All right, now I got to really book my vacation.
We're trying to get Jerome. Jerome's my letterer in Canada, and we're trying to get him down this year.
Nice.
Again, the border thing is the same problem. He gets to go over. He's got some work that allows him. He actually does the British tabloids, like the Mirror or whatever you guys have there. Yeah, that's what he does for a living. That's his day job.
Hey, they're doing firm work over in the UK right now.
Thank you. You're still the best. Well, Pat, have you been on the show yet? Have you guys done an interview?
No, I'm ready for it, dude.
Ready? Danny, you got to set that up. Talk about all things Zenescope.
And hopefully some other stuff too. You know, I do I like working freelance work for hire, but my heart is, of course, always creator owned. I am ready to talk about it all.
Well, the Canadians forced to take a vacation because the comic sounds like a great excuse.
No,
Wait. So who here's Canadian?
I
Both of
am.
you? Okay. When you're laughing at a joke, how do you keep the top of your head from falling on the ground?
How's that?
That's good.
It's just a South Park joke because
Yeah, got it. Got it.
the flapping heads and stuff.
Oh,
No, what he's saying is like your head is flappy because of
why do you think I wear all these things around and the beard covers it?
The
Like,
beard does cover the line. It's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
Right.
It's true.
yeah,
It's smart.
intentional bearding.
Prison Witch. And Prison Witch, that'll have a retail tier, right?
It will. And also, we're doing the trades now. We eventually will do a single issue push, probably through Black Mask at some point.
Okay.
But long before that, we will have the graphic novels out, and the Black Mask will all have a new edition, new covers, all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Nice. That's the way to do it. Like I love the publishers who are willing to take on Kickstarters that they like, but making it different.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it has to be different. It has to me, it has to offer something new without deviating from the actual story. I like when the exact story is told the same way, but you're offered something extra. Like the issues of Destiny New York, we have new covers. We don't use the same covers as the trades. We have a letter from me in the back. We have extra content, that kind of thing. But we don't do it where if you got volume 1, that you're getting new story if you buy these single issues, because the people who the people who donated to the Kickstarter, they're the reason it exists at all. So I don't want to incentivize it to not do that.
Mm.
Yeah. But I think it's almost a completely different universe. Reader base. I know some people buy both, but most people.
Wait, hold on. I want to get a screenshot of that. Very nice. Very nice. Tomorrow I have a meeting with the guy who runs Black Mask, and while we're meeting, I'm just gonna text him that picture.
Yeah, just to go. Are we still on today? Ooh, sorry, that was for someone else.
That was a mistake, dude. But just look at it and see what you think.
If this resonates with you, please reflect on that before we discuss our next book and how much I'll be making per credit. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah, sounds right.
But I think we're at the end here. We're kind of, wrapping up, which is crazy. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I'm not a Pokemon person. I'm sorry. If you want to talk Magic cards, I'll talk Magic cards.
I don't know about Magic cards. I do have a few just because when I order Pokemon cards, sometimes they just throw in a few extra things. So I've been getting some Magic and some MetaZoo, but I don't play.
MetaZoo.
I just collect,
Yeah.
So, but I mean, the art looks good. It's good.
Yeah.
Art.
Well, they pull in new artists every 2 months or something to be adding into their sets, right? So it's a big field for illustrative artists.
Yeah.
Like really big for them. So that's super cool. So you don't play Pokemon, you just collect, right?
Right, yeah. I have my entire wall over here. I'm not sure if you guys can see. There you go. Those are all binders of Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen clips of you cracking packs and stuff.
Really?
Oh. What? Like I've looked at your YouTube, Pat.
Have you, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I've seen both of you guys on other interviews, and I got I don't want to heap praise on you because we're in a conversation, but you guys having an intelligent conversation along with Will and Kevin on Explain Yourself was fantastic content for someone preparing for a Kickstarter and preparing to break through that barrier between amateur to published. You guys brought up a lot of stuff that if you're paying attention you can learn from.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, man. Yeah, I assume that no one knows who the fuck I am, so thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm the kind of guy who, if I find someone who's saying something intelligent, I want to grab the other things to absorb as much as I can, and then I find Pokemon packs getting cracked, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I'll watch some of that.
Well, thank you, dude. Yeah, I always think about how I should diversify my, social. Because TikTok, I do mostly only do the Pokemon. I've tried to get into the books here and there, and I should do it more. But yeah, no, that's cool. Thank you for saying that.
Now, I don't do TikTok, but from what I understand from something I watch you say, on TikTok, when you bring up the books, it's more to just go, hey, I do a lot of fucking indie writing and you're talking shit. Like, and that's it, right? You're just kind of like laying the smack.
Yeah, I actually my most viral TikTok ever. And I'm so glad that I didn't like make it a sound because people would have used it and it would have went way bigger than I thought. People were starting to like argue in the comments. It was someone wrote a comment critiquing me that I like did an impression of some YouTuber and said that I have no life or something like that. And I responded and I filmed my I'm gonna be real heavy bookshelf of my own work, right? And I just sang a song that was like, I wrote every single one of these books on the shelf, you bitch, how about you? Something like that. And I thought it was gonna like be viewed by him. And that's it, And I woke up and it was going insane. So yeah, almost all my comic book stuff has been that kind of thing where I've talked, it's like a reply video, or someone will see that and ask what I do,
Right.
or someone sees that I get cards early and ask why, and I'm like, oh, I'm a writer, I do this, and they ask me to open the packs. So yeah, but I know that people are gonna like look my name up and go there and just see Pokemon cards and not even think it's really me, Right. I probably should, diversify a little bit.
They're like, so this is the guy who writes Destiny New York. He's opening a lot of Pokemon packs. Are you sure? I think you put in the name wrong.
Look, I got a lot of hobbies. I get it. I get it. You go down a hole. You want to stay there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, TikTok is so fun. It's you go on Twitter and you'll spend so much time. And I shouldn't say you. I shouldn't say the grand you. It's me. I spend so much time like trying to find out like who is subtweeting about who, and it sucks. It's like I don't like reading that negativity in comics, and then I go on TikTok and I see, it's the social media app that more than any of the others, it takes in what you spend time on and rewards you with that same kind of shit, and it's very good at it, and it ends up being entertaining, and you get stuck there. But I like being there, whereas on Twitter, Twitter more than the others, but Twitter, Instagram, Facebook even sometimes, but Facebook is mostly fine. It can get kind of like, it kind of bring you down a little bit,
Right.
Yeah.
So can we give a big salute here? You broke $2,000.
Hey, congratulations!
Hey,
That's
in
a
the
big
American
deal.
dollars, I broke $2,000 Canadian a while ago. No, that's awesome. I'm gonna need to go take a screenshot.
Yeah, that campaign looks great.
I can bring it back up for you. There you go. You want
The first
Just me, my
screenshot.
face?
Perfect. The first screenshot I took was it was at 1,696 Canadian at 69 backers.
Nice.
Nice one.
Nice.
Yep.
I get those and I tag like Caleb. I don't know how to say his name. Pasha. He's got the vampire in space right now, and Mike Tenor, because they just love that. They like their child. They love it. I only tag it for them. Like that's not my humor. I'm just like, I hit 69. Are you happy, guys? Here you go.
No.
There you go.
Oh, I absolutely sent it to my Discord friends from back when I was playing World of Warcraft, and I got 6 of the same gifts sent back to me, which was the South Park police chief going, nice. Just bam, 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 all of them.
But yeah, I think we're going to wrap up for the night. Thanks for the notes. No problem. And thank you guys for being on. I think it was great. We'll be back again next week. Next week, I'm going to try to get Patrick on because it'll be the last week of my campaign, I think. Hold on. When's my campaign end? I end on the 17th. Oh, no. So I guess you get 2 more weeks of me. Oh, that's nice. Cool. So you get 2 more weeks of me. We'll be doing that. And then I'm going to do a pro one to help out. So much like you talked about, I'm going to get some of my publishing friends. I'm going to get the publisher from Red 5, publisher from SourcePoint, publisher from Scout, kind of those next levels for people and kind of chat, and we'll hang out
Awesome.
and stuff, which is pretty cool. So thank you. Everybody got backers except for me, but that's the way it works when you're hosting the show. But everyone loves me. Cynthia, we got to learn more about your stuff, so we'll get you on and figure out what we can do with your New York life. I'm sure somebody wants to tell your story. Edward, I hope you can. Nice to meet you, Joe. Look forward to the book. Nice to see you again, Pat. Night, Travis. But we're going to go off. Pat, hang around for a minute. I got some couple of. You can hang around too, Joe, if you want. But I am going to sign off. I'm going to kick you guys out for a minute. Go over my campaign one more time. Cool. You guys want to share your links or socials or any of that?
At Breakneck Anth on Twitter. You'll find preview pages, covers, all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, I am at Pat Shand pretty much everywhere. Just my name on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for Pokemon fans. And my pre-launch page is tinyurl.com/prisonwitch.
Prisonwitch. All right. I'm going to put you in the back.
Cool.
I made you. You're in the back. You know, like that? Dude, I'm almost hitting banned. Like, am I drinking? Like, what's going on here? All right. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. So happy that you guys are here. So glad that you guys hang out with me. I'm glad that you guys enjoy this. People are just like, hey, when are you going to make this a channel? I'm not. But as long as I run Kickstarters, I'm going to do this. So I've got the collective next month, so I'll be running that. So you'll probably see me for another month of doing this. It's fun. I love hanging out with new creators. We met some new people today that you guys haven't seen before. Hopefully we'll bring a lot more new people each and every week. I love that you guys want to quick show you again. I want to thank the Voyage Anthology, Night Wrath, Prison Witch, Breakneck, Pocus Hocus, and last but not least, we're going to take one more look at mine just because, it's my show. And, hopefully I can go home tonight or into the bedroom and Heather's like, hey, how'd you do? And I'd be like, somebody loved me, one person or two. But no, we had a great show. Look, we got a backer. There we go. 763. We've got a few more days left to go on this campaign. 14. I'm trying to hit 10. If you guys can support me, share it out. Give me some love. You guys love this content tonight. Share it out. I'm going to announce the next stretch goal first thing in the morning. I have a new cover coming in. Do you guys want to see the new cover? Let's show you the new cover. I'm going to show you the new cover. Just because anybody who stuck around this long, you guys deserve to see the very cool cover that we've got coming. So let me get it lined up to send. So many people sent me messages. So, all right, let's get this. Got to go through all the other covers that you're not allowed to see. All right, where are we at? Sorry, my computer keeps freezing, which is weird because it's brand new. All right, I see the two guys in the back. They're just like bored. I get it. I'm bored too. They're shaking their head. They're like, I'm not bored. Just chill. Chill, dude. Just do your show. Line it up. All right. I want to show you guys this cover. So this cover is going to be announced. I'll tell you the deets of it. Well, it's announced now, but it's going to be added to the Kickstarter tomorrow. There we go. That is Stefano Castello. If you don't know him, he's done lots of books he's done a lot of stuff for Scout, for SourcePoint, all sorts of different people. It's a very cool cover. We're going to have two versions of it. It's going to be $25 as you buy it on your own. If you are already a backer, you can add it for $15. Or if we sell the other three metals, I'm going to make this a metal cover. It's a very sweet cover. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully it'll vibe with you and we can get this, guys, in some people's hands. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Go support each other. Go love each other. Take care. Peace.